Welcome to Linda's TV show. Welcome, enjoy this music with me as we wait for people to come in. Please, as you are tuning in, share the program. We are going to discuss a lot. I am happy today. Enjoy this music. If you are enjoying, please tell me that you are enjoying. Welcome to this wonderful program. This is Linda's TV show. If it is your first time, please subscribe, share this video, invite your friends, invite your families. After introducing the topic, I'm going to open up a line and I have standby people that will answer your questions. Share the program, you are welcome. Enjoy this music with me. We are going to kick off soon. Have you subscribed to this channel? This music is sung by one of our Biafra brothers. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Linda's TV show. Today we are going to discuss a lot. I want to enjoy this music before I start this program. And we'll have a lot of people. Welcome my brother. Emmanuel, welcome. How are you doing? How is your weekend? If it is your first time, please share. Subscribe to this channel. It's not going to cost you anything, my dear people of Biafra. All hail Biafra. Yes, so Biafra all the way. Welcome to the show. Okay, we have a lot of people. We are going to kick off right now. We are going to kick off the program. I'm enjoying this music. Yeah, so Casey, welcome. Casey, my brother, welcome. Yeah, we are going to kick off. The music is finished. If it is your first time, you are welcome to this wonderful interaction section. And if it's your first time of meeting my channel, this is Linda's TV show. This is a Biafra channel. Yes, Biafra channel. If it is your first time, please subscribe. And today, we are going to have what is called, English people call interaction section. You are free to call in. I'm going to open up the line after introducing the topic. I'll open the line. You will call and we'll have a lot of people here. If you want to ask questions, if you don't want to show your face, you mute the camera and we'll listen to your voice. And before I proceed, I want to apologize. Ada, I don't know if you are here. Ada, you called me last time in the broadcast. You were saying, and later I forgot to address your question. I'm sorry about that. Somebody attacked me in the comment section saying that Ada called and I didn't, answer her question. I'm sorry, it wasn't intentional. I forgot. I totally forgot. So, my dear people of Biafra, ona sanachi, ona bonachi, gị onye na-enene ihe onyonyo a, gị onye batara ebe a n'ụbọchị nke taa, ka Chukwu okike bi n'igwe gọzie unu. And I want to tell you, if you want to call in with any language, Biafra is not only for the Igbos. This is what people misunderstand. When I always say in my video, Igbo ndị ọma na-ege ntị, una sanachi, una bolachi, some people misunderstood me. They think I am referring to Biafra to be just for the Igbos. No, Biafra is not for the Igbos. So in this regard, when you call, you are, somebody is asking me my WhatsApp number. My WhatsApp number in social media, my dear. I don't display my number here. If you want me to send you my number, go to Facebook, write me on Tochi's channel. In that place, I will answer you. But here, no, that's the Dutch will say that get me. I cannot do that. So, my dear people, welcome to today's program. The first thing we are going to discuss a whole lot of things, and if you want to call in, you are free to call. Bright Ugochukwu, welcome. Oh, hey, Biafra, my brother, welcome. If you see my face, I am smiling today because I saw our leader Mazi Nnamdi KANU in court. That gave me a very big relief and trust on his lawyers. So let us kick off. Are you ready? Are you guys ready? Let us kick off. If it is your first time, subscribe, invite your friends, share the program. Share the program, share the program. I want to see at least 1,000 people. Is it not possible? It's possible. Share this program. So we are going to be looking at Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's appearance. Oh, my beloved brother, my one and only beloved brother in the persons of Chuk Survivor is here. Hello, wonderful people of Biafra, all of us of freedom. My brother, you are welcome. Yes, if you want to ask any question, Chuk Survivor is here and he will attend to any question you want to ask. And before I proceed, I want to say this. Last time when I made a broadcast, or rather, there was a video I made. I talk about a woman in Enugu who lost four of her children in food poisoning. And when I made the video, I said I was going to look for this woman wherever she is and see if there is a way people can help. And thank God I asked my sister. My sister was able to locate her and I place her account number here. Do you know that Akaju for Basil, all hair Biafra? Well done, my sister Linda. Ah, my brother, I see you. You are welcome. I place the account number here. Do you know that up to this moment, no single soul, nobody have given this woman 1 naira? Is this good? It's not good. And you people, you are the people that asked me to go and look for her contact. And somebody, I want to correct another thing. Somebody came here to write to me that he wrote in the comment section that no money should be paid in this account. That we must confirm with DOS. I just laugh. I say, ndị be anyị na-ego. Our people, when issue comes to money, our people are too desperate in money. This is not. This is the money that I want to use to help a woman who lost four of her children in food poisoning, and they left a 9 months old baby. I said, please, can you people help us? Somebody is coming here to write me that I will confirm from DOS. Hey, ndị Igbo na-ego. Ịchọrọ ịma ma onye Igbo anwụgo otu ahụ dị na otu imetụ ya ego otu a ọ bụrụ na okwu na ihe ma na ọ nwụọ eziokwu. Our people lost money. One thing about me is this: when something happens to people, I always put myself in the position of that person, because nobody knows tomorrow. As I am speaking here right now, I don't know what is going to happen within a minute. So if something happens to others and you see it, any way you can help, please help, 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 help. So people have money. There is one song that I remembered when that thing happens, and I asked my sister, have anybody given this woman anything? She said no. I remember one song that said, kedu oke mmadụ ketara n'ime ụwa, ọ tụfuru ọtụtụ oge ya n'ime njọ, ritechakụ nke juru ụwa anya, n'ikpeazụ Chineke weba ya tịgbajụkwa ya, ọnwụ onye njọ na-atụ Chukwu ụjọ, ọrapụwa okikpe sobe ya, ọnwụ onye nsọ bụ ọnwụ nkasi obi, ọrapụwa. My dear people, what will you be known when you leave this planet? There is another one. This is Anglican music that always said, he said, na-agafe dịka kpakpando ụtụtụ, naanị ọlụ anyị ka anyị ga-eji cheta ha, otu aka anyị ga-esi laa n'ụwa nkala, naanị ọlụ anyị ka anyị ga-eji cheta ha. What will you be remembered for? Like Nnamdi KANU, he will be remembered as a great fighter of his people. What will you be remembered for? Please, I still maintain, if you have anything to give this woman to bring up that child that they left behind, please leave. You that is listening me, you that is watching me, what will you be remembered? Will you be remembered as a good friend? Will you be remembered as a cheerful giver? The secret of success is cheerful giver. And this is what Nnamdi KANU is suffering today, because he's an open person and he is the type of my person. When I call you my friend, when I call you my brother, when I call you my sister, I always stand there with you. I open up my heart. And the best friend and the worst friend and the best enemy you will have is those that is called chameleon. Enemies in disguise. This is what I call them. But whatever you do in this world, we are going to kick off this program, but I want to address this now. But the best thing you can do to defeat these people is to keep your hands, your conscience clean, so that when they strike you, it will backfire. When they strike you, it will backfire. But if your hands and your conscience is not clear, when somebody strike you, it will enter. I'm going to show you a place. It is in Bible before we continue. And in the book of Isaiah, today I'm not preaching, but I'm telling you people the truth. Isaiah 54 verse 15, it says, if anyone attacks you, he does it without my consent. Whoever fights against you will fall. That is when your hands, you that is watching me, your conscience is clean. That is why at times I am not afraid when people do something against me, as long as I know that my conscience is clear. And that is what is preserving Nnamdi KANU today. Because he is an open person. He opens his heart. He opens his hand. He opens everything about him to people, but they see it as a weakness and an advantage to deal with him. You know what? Let me tell us something. If your conscience and your hands are clean, when people plan to destroy you, to deal with you, they will push you to another level. What happens to Nnamdi KANU? They think they want to destroy him. They think they want to kill him, but they have lifted him. He has become more popular. And look at what is preserving Nnamdi KANU again. If you go to that same book of Isaiah, if you know the word of God, if you do the right thing, nobody will do anything to you. Because we have a lot of enemies in disguise. We have a lot of people who call themselves our friends, but they have buried us behind. They will call you on phone. Hello, my brother. Hello, my sister. How are you doing? How are you doing? They will look for information. They will ask you questions. Yesterday night I was thinking about this thing called friendship. I discovered that there is nothing like friendship. Okay, you say you have a best friend, and that your best friend have another person that he or she calls best friend, and that other person have. Now you will come and tell the person you call your best friend your secret. After you discuss with him or her finish, he will go and discuss with another person, another one he or she calls his best friend. Before you know it, your matter. Now tell me, who is your best friend? So when they try to destroy or strike you, and your hands and your conscience is clean, then they will not do you anything. And look at what is preserving Martin Nnamdi Kanu, because he's an open person. His heart, and his hand is clear. If you go to that book of Isaiah 43, from verse from chapter 1, verse 2, it says, when you pass through deep waters, I will be with you. You see, Mazina Dekano is passing through deep waters, and God is seeing him through. When you pass through deep waters, I will be with you. Your trouble will not overwhelm you. You will pass through fire, which is passing right now. You will not be burnt. The hard trials that come will not hurt you. This is what Mazina Dekano is going through. He has passed through hell, but God is still preserving him because of what? His hand, his heart, his conscience is clean. So, my dear viewers, my dear great people of Biafra, what type of friend are you? What type of human being are you? Are you the type of friend that is enemy in disguise? Are you the type of jealous friend? Because what brought about Mazin Nnamdi Kanu's problem today is betrayal, jealousy, envy. Why must only him be known? Why is it that anywhere you go, they are calling Nnamdi Kanu, Nnamdi Kanu? All of us are fighting for this Biafra. We are doing it that only him they are calling. Why must he be him? We have to remove him. Oh, he have to go back. Oh, let people know us. This is what is killing us. And this is not only for the Igbos, this is general. So if you want to prosper in this world, let me give us this idea. If you want to defeat your enemies, if you want to prosper in this world, remove the spirit of jealousy, envy. This is witchcraft spirit. If you say you are not a witchcraft and you have this spirit, you are worse than witchcraft. When your brother progress, when you see your brother doing well, rejoice with the person, and that same good thing will happen to you. But if you keep on being jealous, trying to bring him or down, trying to disguise yourself to be his friend or his brother in order to bring him down, my dear, you will fall. You heard what the Bible said. Say anybody that is fighting against you without the concept of God will totally fall. I will end this discussion here. Today, let's go straight to today's topic. Where I saw something, I saw one write up. I'm going to show you people the picture, and we are going to be talking. After introducing the topic, I will open up the line. If you want to call, the line will be open for you to call in. But let me show you people this picture. So this I don't know if you people can see it. These are Igbo celebrities, Igbo actors and actresses. They they went to Abuja to sign a document for one Nigeria. Efuru ya? Ka ezi onye ahụ gụrụ egwu ahụ si, ihe na-eme anyị si anyị n'aka, o si anyị n'aka, o si anyị n'aka, ihe na-eme ndị Igbo si na ha aka, onye ata na ibe ya ụta. These are Mr. Ibu Zak Orji. Other star visit Asorok to organize road show for Nigerian unity. What do you think about this? We are going to be talking about this, honestly speaking. Yeah, when they kwesịrị use their media to promote Biafra, they are using it. Na-eche aka afọ ha raja negodi ka ha dị. Ha jere Abuja ka ha jee sign ka ha jee make a good afternoon, my sister. Keep it up the good work. Thank you so much, Anosike Emeka. So another thing we are going to be talking about is you people know what happened in Jaba about I think 2 days ago, how they killed some of the traditional rulers. Another one is Nnamdi KANU court case appearance. I believe every one of you saw him in court. When I first see the picture, I didn't believe. I was like, I want to see his video. I want to see his face for me to believe that he's the one. You know, we are in a technological world. People can just stay one place, Photoshop a picture and display it, until I saw the video of him entering the courtroom. These are the things that we are going to be discussing today. So now I'm going to place the link here. If you want to call in, click on the link. The link will bring you in, then you will talk. We have, if you want to ask question, please ask your question. There are people that are here to answer you. Thank you, my lovely sister. You are absolutely right. All you are talking is very true. Thank you, my bright king. Yes, that is it. You know, sometimes if you don't address issues, people will not know. The first way or the fastest way of solving a problem is to identify the root cause of the problem. The root cause of the kind of predicament now is because of jealousy. Everybody wants to be identified, so they wanted to bring him down so that they can stay in his position, not knowing that in this world our destiny differs. Whatever purpose God created you in this world must come to pass, no matter how people try to bring you down, no matter how people try to destroy you. They can, and this adage say that destiny can be delayed, but not, how do they put it? It cannot be denied. Somebody can prevent you from getting something, doesn't mean that you will not get it. All you need to do is to strive harder. That is exactly what Mazina Kanu is doing right now. So welcome to the show, Akajo for Basse. Akajo for Basse, my brother, you're welcome. I'm bringing you in right now. Please, if you have any question, ask. We have many people here that will answer your question as I bring our lovely brother in.
Hello, good afternoon, Sister Linda. I'm so much happy to be on live today. I'm so much happy. I'll be following your program and you are doing a great job.
Good
I
afternoon,
must
my
commend you
brother.
on that.
Welcome.
Yeah, actually, I don't really have much question, but what I want to contribute on this note. You know, our people, our leader always said that our people don't know how to fight for their own. When I look at the picture on how our traditional ruler, like a former governor of Anambra, was treated that very particular day, and the title chief with him and other legal team. Seriously, my heart was so bitter about that. And Hoodlum entered there because I was through your program. Hoodlum entered to attack Sowore to beat him up. And nothing has happened to even publish the name of those they have caught. But if it's in our side now, or on our side rather, by now, maybe army would have invaded the community of the so-called person they caught, and something else will happen. So I want to use this media, and I want you to help me to beg all our people to also know how to fight for their own. It's very, very important. And I will be much happy if you can emphasize on that note. I was watching a video this morning where some entertainer like Fino Flavor with Honora. There was a video they made. I was so much happy. I said, yes, unity has come back to Igbo land. That everybody are working hand in hand to see that they bring Igbo unity together. But there are many people, in fact, our enemy is in our household, actually. And God will help us to finish this struggle in Jesus' name. Ella, are you with me? Hello.
Amen. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I thank you. I commend you so much of your efforts. It's not easy. This is only what I need. I'll be trying to be part of this on live, but they always block my Facebook, so I don't have any way. What else to do? So I don't know if there's any other means you can help me on that note. I will be out for this. In fact, I'm out for this, but the media to also do some live broadcasts on Facebook. They always block my Facebook, so I only type. I only type and share to groups, you know. So that is it. Hello,
Yes,
hello.
you can also open up a YouTube channel that where you can be broadcasting just like the way I am doing. I think Facebook is more strict than this. What you said is true. I saw that Flavor's music. I was impressed when I saw the music, but that is not what we really need right now. What we need right now is the way forward. Like I said, the music is good though. It's good and is I think it's a business music anyway. But that does not promote Biafra from what I'm seeing. It only promotes our culture, but does it promote the struggle? I don't know if you understand. So if Facebook is not
Yeah.
allowing, you can open up a YouTube channel where you can be broadcasting. So I have another person here. Thank you, my brother. I have
Thank you
another
very much.
person,
Thank you. God
Engineer
bless you.
Thompson. Engineer Thompson is here. Engineer, I'm going to bring you in. I hope you are ready.
Huh?
Engineer Thompson is here. Engineer, I'm going to bring you are you in. I hope you are ready. Engineer Tom, are you there?
Huh?
Engineer Thompson is here. Engineer, I'm going to bring you are you in. I hope you are ready. Engineer Tom, are you there? Hello, are you there?
Huh?
Can you speak louder so that we can hear you? Are you there? I hope you are ready. Engineer Tom, are you there? Hello, are you there? Can you speak louder so that we can hear you? Are you there? Are you there? Hello, are you there? So we lost him. Maybe you come in again because we cannot hear you. We cannot hear you. Maybe you come in again so that I will bring you. So our brother that just called now is talking about the way forward and why people are not bringing up the issues that is happening in our land. So that is true. That is true. That is very, very true. Assuming these actors and actresses that traveled all the way to Abuja to seek for, I don't know what they went there to seek, if they can use those their media to push this agitation forward, it will also help to grow to move this agitation up. In our Thompson, please, I'm sorry, we couldn't hear what you are saying. If you are there, you can call back again. You can ask your question. We have a lot of people. We have people here that can answer your question. And if it is your first time of meeting this my channel, please subscribe. So my great people of Biafra, yesterday on the 21st, when I saw Mazin Nnamdi KANU, I was relieved. When I saw him, I was relieved. I was very, very happy, honestly speaking. And one thing again I learned from his appearance in court, I'm going to be dropping the link if you want to. Ada Biafra, Chukwuokike Abiama, continue to bless you. Thank you, my brother. I'm going to be dropping the link again. If you want to comment, please click on the link. Click on the link. We have a lot of people who are here to answer your question. Almost, yes, now almost help Biafra soon. So one thing that I learned from the court again is that um the lawyers, they are telling us the truth, and also that the DOS, they are working behind. They are not showing us what they are doing, which is very, very good. So Chiamaka, okay. Oh, Chiamaka, welcome to the show. So the link is there now. If you want to call in, you click on that link, it will bring you here. So it tells me that the lawyers, they are working very well. Wow, I have a caller here, my one and only brother in Obodo Yibo. My one and only brother in Obodo Yibo, Chuk survivor. My sister Chiamaka, I disagree with you. They are working, just that it's just that they don't want to publicize what they are doing, which I like. You know, people are busy attacking them, but they are doing something. They are doing something. I'm telling you the truth now. They are doing something. Maazi Simon Ekpa, our mother in America. Yes, and I also want to use this opportunity to give a shout out to all those that are working hard. Of course, the DOS, that they are head of the department. Of course, kudos. Simon Ekpa, kudos. My brother took survivors here, kudos. Lady J Connor, kudos to all those that are making efforts to make sure that this struggle continue. Because if it is not all these things we are doing, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in dungeon by now, I don't know what would have become the fate of Biafra. I want to appreciate everyone that is moving this thing forward, at least keep, things that is keeping it forward, to make people still know that Biafra exists. My dear people, I'm going to bring a strong, powerful man. He is waiting for me right now. You will hear everything from his mouth in the person of Chuk Survivor. Chuk Survivor is also Biafra agitator. He has a YouTube channel with the same name. He's going to appear here. If you want to hear details, please visit him. If you have any question, please ask me. Thank you, my brother. If you have any question, ask him. He will be here to answer. My brother Chuk Survivor, I'm bringing you in. This is Chuk Survivor. If you want to find him on YouTube with this name, he knows much about the history of Biafra, everything pertaining Biafra. So, my brother, the floor is yours now. I believe you have been on the background and you know what we are discussing today. You saw the pictures I display here, where God, Igbo actors, they went to Abuja to make a way for peace for one Nigeria. What do you have to say? Another one is the killing in Njaba. Njaba is in Imo State. Where you know the story, of course. I don't need to remind you. And the main this thing we are discussing today is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's court appearance on the 21st. A lot of people are saying that they brought him to court for them to calm us so that they will have their election. Do you believe that? So the floor is yours now, my brother. Welcome to the show.
All hail Biafra. Thank you so much, my beloved sister, Linda. I really appreciate your effort. You are doing a great job, and Chukwu Kabiama will continue to bless you, guide you, and protect you. Everybody have a role to play. Just as I used to say, everybody have a role to play. You are playing your own role. You are doing what you're supposed to do, making your own little contribution, just like every other person from their own little angle. That is what we are expected to do. We all have a role to play. Nobody can tell me that he or she doesn't have something to do. We all have something to do. Even if you cannot make video, If you share the videos you see. Those things are effort also. Just as you're in this live stream, you share the video to your own platform. Share it to all platforms. Share it to your family and friends. Those are contributions also. It is not only when you come to make video or talk about Biafra. Some people cannot be able to stand and talk about the issue of Biafra. If you cannot talk about it, share the videos when you meet them. Not just my video, not just the video of my sister Linda. Any video you come across that has to speak up about the situation of that country called Nigeria, genuine one, share the videos so that people will get the information on what is happening. It is very important to share videos, more especially because of the country we find ourselves in. You know, Biafra, Oduduwa, and the Middle Belters, we are in occupation. The contract called Nigeria is occupying our land, and they cannot tell our story the way it's supposed to be. They can't tell our story the way it's supposed to be. They will always tell the story the way it will favor them. The conventional media already is playing the script of the Janjaweed. They can never tell the story the way it will favor us. That is why it is important. That is why we are coming online on daily basis. You see my sister Linda posting video every day telling you what is happening. It is because we don't want the conventional media to change the narrative. They will change the narrative if you cannot help us to share the video. They will change it. But as you all know, we thank SH0CKING, who has given us the social media where we all can express ourselves. Say the truth. Just say it the way it is. We are not preaching hate speech. We are not talking against anybody. We are not fighting against anybody. The only people we are standing against are those people who said we will not leave. They are the people we are standing against. And that is why we are coming on a daily basis to speak our mind. You can equally speak your own mind. Anything that happens in your own area, bring it out. Let's talk about it. Don't keep it to yourself. Don't hide it. Share the videos. Share it to every platform. Let people hear what is happening. You can see the picture. Let me start from, first of all, I have to thank SH0CKING. I thank SH0CKING for making it possible for us to have somebody like our Nnamdi KANU and keeping him alive for us up to date. It is no longer a guesswork or a story to say if Nnamdi KANU is alive or not alive. Nnamdi KANU is alive and well. He's alive and well, but he is in the hand of the enemy. That is why we are shouting. And we are not yet satisfied. It is okay. We thank SH0CKING that we have seen him. But what we want is not just bringing him to court. What we want is the unconditional release of our Nnamdi KANU. That is what we are asking for. So it doesn't matter the game they play. It doesn't matter the trick they bring. It doesn't matter the way they bring him to court. It doesn't matter the kind of script they want to play. The only thing we want is the unconditional release of our Nnamdi KANU. That is when we can be satisfied. That is when we can relax and say, yes, we have done it. But for now, the journey has just started. The struggle and the fight have just started. Seeing our Nnamdi KANU, the lion of Biafra, standing there. When you saw him, I'm so happy that he is very, very composed. Stronger than ever. That fearless look is still with him. It doesn't matter what they can't break him. They can't break him. That is why each time I remember our Nnamdi KANU, I fight more and I speak more about Biafra. And I have every reason to speak more. For those of you who don't know the reason why you should speak more, go and listen to his messages. You will know the reason why we should fight more for Biafra. Then come to the picture our sister showed us. Picture of those people who call themselves, who are celebrating for themselves, going to Abuja to go and look for a contract. That is exactly what we are talking about. That is the mindset of a black man. It is not just about the Biafrans, not just about Nigeria. The mindset of a black man. They don't care about their future. They don't even care about their own children. They don't care about their children. They care about themselves. That is why when you see black people mostly, you see black people on a high position. When they come down from that high position, you will never see anybody from their lineage representing them on that very position. Because they have damaged everything that has come with their lineage. They consume their own time, consume the time of their children and their unborn children. you see people like Zach Orji shamelessly going to Asorok to look for one Nigeria in a critical time. Did you see Zach Orji during the NSAS period? These idiots that are talking against our student, did you see Zach Orji during the NSAS period? NSAS that was to better Nigeria, to make Nigeria better. This is not about Biafra. NSAS was talking about making Nigeria better. Did you see Zach Orji? We didn't see him. Did you see Mr. Ibu during the time of NSAS? Did you see Mr. Ibu? You didn't see him. But look at the critical period, even after the celebration of the NSAS, knowing fully well that everything that the youths of their so-called one Nigeria is asking for have not been adhered to. They went to Asorok to make their own private deal to go and talk of a unity. How can you ever talk of a unity where there are injustice? You have never made any move. I have never seen Zach Orji, Mr. Ibu, or every one of them in that very picture talking about justice in Nigeria. They are talking about unity. How can you talk about unity where there is injustice? Even some of them thinking that we are fool when they come to talk about one Nigeria. You will see people saying, I want a one Nigeria, but a one Nigeria where there is justice and equity. This statement alone shows you that Nigeria can never ever work. It doesn't matter what you think, it doesn't matter what you do. That is why the only man that has the solution to the problem of Nigeria is our supreme leader, Nnamdi Kanu. The only single solution that will set Nigeria free, it will give Nigeria security, make Nigeria economy to boast, make us to have a sane nation, is the disintegration of that contraption called Nigeria. And when you see anybody coming to promote one Nigeria, that person is an evil incarnate, devil incarnate, satanic. That is the only way to describe such people. They are satanic because they do not want, they don't want their unborn children to survive. They care about themselves and themselves alone. Everything they represent is themselves. They don't care about even their own children. They don't care about them. That is why you can see people shameless in this period of time, where all the activists, people who are activists talking about things that matters, people who are standing for the ordinary people, all of them are in jail as I speak to you. Every activist that is speaking for the ordinary people is in jail. Starting from our Nnamdi Kanu. Our Nnamdi Kanu is in captivity today. And for somebody who called himself a Biafran, somebody who is from the some part of Nigeria, southeast most especially, an Igbo person, going to Asorok, not talking about the release of Nnamdi Kanu, go to look for a business. That person is nothing but a devil. When you are looking for a monster, some of you who is looking to see a devil who has a black tail, who is painted black, who is walking with a scary future, the devil is as beautiful as anything you can talk about. Look at the people that are going to Asorok. All of them are the devil you are looking for. They are the satanic members you are looking for. They don't care about anybody. Look at Sunday Igboho. At this period, that Sunday Igboho, the only man speaking up for the people in the southwest, the Oduduwa people, Sunday Igboho is in captivity in a strange land, being sponsored and being sponsored by the people in Nigeria, being sponsored by Nigerian politicians from the West. Today, Sunday Igboho is being held captive in Benin Republic. Nobody is making a case for him. No celebrity is coming to shout and speak on his or her platform about it. They are busy about themselves. Look at Showore. Showore, who is in Abuja. Showore has been held captive in Abuja. Showore left his family in London. He cannot travel to London. He cannot go to London. Showore is the only activist that came out during the day Nnamdi Kanu went to court. He came out openly to speak on behalf of Nnamdi Kanu. He has never demonized Nnamdi Kanu. He has been standing strong. Showore, they even attacked him on that very day. DSS sent people to attack Showore. If care was not taken, they would have killed him on that very day. These are the people who are asking for something that is genuine. In as much as I do not agree with the method Showore is following, I don't agree with his own method, but I don't demonize him. He has every right to fight for what is right. He is fighting the best way he feels is okay. Just like as Nnamdi Kanu said, Our Supreme Leader Nnamdi Kanu said, if you feel that my own method is so difficult, you cannot follow it, go and follow your own method. The most important thing is to get a genuine struggle. Get referendum for the people. Let the people decide for themselves what they want and how they want to live their life. That is what our Senator Nnamdi Kanu is saying. He is not demonizing anybody. He's not talking against anybody. Every activist that is genuine should speak up for our Senator Nnamdi Kanu. This is the time. This is the time to speak up. If you think you call yourself celebrity or you call yourself whatever title you give to yourself, just because you appear in television every day, just because people patronize you, those people who made you that celebrity, who patronize you in those your useless videos, those your useless movie that you used to demonize us, this so-called celebrity, this Zakodi is part of the people that demonize the Igbo race. Go and watch their movies. The movie all these Nollywood actors are doing, 99.9% of their movies are demonizing the Igbo race up to today. They are the first people that proscribe Igbos. These so-called celebrities, they are the first people that proscribe the Igbos. Everything they act about the Biafrans, the Igbo Biafrans, and the Biafrans in general, everything they act about the Biafrans is that we are not one and we cannot be together, that we are killers. It's either we are killers, we are killing ourselves, or they are acting where we are doing money ritual. They are acting that we cannot progress without involving ourselves in anything that is rough. Criminalizing our race, that is the only thing they do in their movie. You can never see a movie where they promote the ideology of the Biafrans. And these are the people. I am not surprised when you see them going to their paymaster to look for a new contract. That is what they have been doing. They were the first people that proscribed us, even before the governors came up, to put their own signature in it. The reason why today, when anybody sees somebody from the southeastern part of Nigeria, a Biafran, they will be looking at the Biafran with two eyes, is because of the movies they are acting. Sometimes even a foreigner who is not even a Nigerian, when they want to refer to you, they will refer to you and give example of what they see in the video. You want to bring a foreigner to your country, they will be telling you what they saw in the movie they are acting. That they are afraid to go to your country. They cannot be able to go because when they go, they're not going to survive. Because of what these people, the way this very Nollywood have demonized us. And at this time that they are supposed to redeem themselves, this time that our spiritual ambassador Nnamdi Kanu have given them a platform to redeem their evil, instead of redeeming their evil, what they are doing is to increase their force, increase what they are doing against the Biafrans. Against the Biafrans. Everything they are acting. If they want to act about our people in the riverine area, when they want to act about the people in the riverine area who call themselves Niger Delta, they will only demonize them and act how evil they are. That is the only thing they will act. Go and see their movies. 80% of the movie they do about Niger Delta is to demonize them. Either they call them one name or the other, to attack them terrorists. That is what they do. It is so bad. It's so bad. That is how the Janjaweed have caged the mind of an ordinary people, or those who call themselves Southeasterners. That is how they cage their mind. They cannot be able to follow the right path. It is so sad. It is so sad, and we really have to start to address that. Some people think that the only way you know an elder or the only way you know an educated person is by carrying bundles of certificates from east, west, north, and south. You see people, when they come, they begin to advertise their certificate. They will tell you they are doctor, they are professor, they are engineer, and all. At the end of the day, they have nothing to offer. Look at the Janjaweed. The Janjaweed, you say that they are not educated. When they go to the House of Assembly, they will even speak in Hausa. In that same Hausa they speak, they will get something from their people. They will fight for their people and stand for their people. But somebody from the southern part of Nigeria will go to the House of Assembly and begin to speak grammar. After speaking grammar and showing certificate, he will come back empty-handed with nothing to offer. That is how damaged we are. And we cannot continue on that path. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have given a foundation, laid a foundation, the foundation that we must all follow. And there is no going back. Flashing him at the court cannot save the situation. It has only aggravated the situation. And every Biafran should wake up. The battle has just started. you can see the next strategy. Now you don't have to ask people what is the next strategy. You have seen their next strategy. Their next strategy now is carrying the whole celebrities to themselves, using them now to talk about reconciliation. Reconciliation without justice. How can you ever talk of reconciliation without justice? Nnamdi Kanu has not been freed yet. Sunday Igboho is still in captivity. Omoyole Sowore is still facing court. He is still in Abuja. He cannot travel out of Abuja. So many activists cannot speak. You cannot even speak up. So many other people that we don't know their name are in jail. Many members of IPOB, thousands of them are missing. Nobody can give account to them. Some of them are in jail. Some of them are in jail. Even as I speak to you, many members of IPOB have been killed. Nobody is talking about it. The 28 people that was killed in the home of Nnamdi Kanu, nobody is talking about it and nobody is being held accountable. And all of a sudden, you saw the broadcast that their Attorney General of Federation made. He came out boldly to begin to accuse Nnamdi Kanu and Sunday Igboho of being terrorists. These are people who the world themselves know that they are terrorists, turning back to accuse us to be terrorists in their national television, and people are broadcasting it, and people think it's okay, trying to link Sunday Igboho with all manner of nonsense that because of Sunday Igboho went and changed money in Beru de Change, that Beru de Change is a member of Boko Haram. For that, he is now a terrorist. On the side of Nnamdi Kanu, trying to demonize him, that he's running an organization that is a terrorist organization, an organization that have a branch all over the world, registered all over the world, only in Nigeria because of the Janjaweed. They tag IPOB a terrorist organization, even when they know that IPOB have never killed anybody. They have never abducted anybody for ransom. Up to date, as I'm speaking to you, they remain peaceful. They remain peaceful. Each time they come to protest, they are being killed. They decided they will not come and protest again. They are sitting at home. Now they have chosen to sit at home. What are the government doing? The government now bring their unknown gunmen, recruit unknown gunmen to begin to kill people. After they kill people, now they say because we are sitting at home, that we are the people killing people. How can somebody sitting at home come out to kill? They begin to frame up ESN. ESN that Nnamdi Kanu established, you and I know. For those of you who have not seen the broadcast, go and watch the broadcast that Nnamdi Kanu made before he established ESN. In that broadcast, he said that the duty of ESN is in the bushes, and their only duty is to fight against the terrorists. To fight against the terrorists who are in the bushes, killing our people, killing our mothers, killing the farmers. They are not in the cities. They don't have any duty in the city. He made that in the book. The broadcast is still there, that they don't have anything to do in the city. And since the establishment of the ESN, they have been in the forest fighting against the terrorists. They never fight against the army. They never fight against the police. They are fighting against the terrorists. And instead of supporting these people, what do? They demonize them and give them names. They form their own.
Hello, my brother Chooks.
They need to confess by themselves that they want people to come and fight against this very organization. The Chukwu have the and give us grace to know what we're trying to do. Thank you, my sister.
My brother, hang it there, hang in. I have another caller. Don't go away, don't go away. We are enjoying your discussion. Let me bring in somebody who has been waiting here. Mohican, welcome to the show. I'm going to bring you in case if it is your first time of joining or you are just coming now. You are free to call in to air your opinion. This is interaction section. Everybody is allowed to speak. If you have questions, please write it in the comment section. I will read it out. Like I told you, I have a lot of people here that will answer your question. Let me bring in our brother Mohican. Mohican, I'm bringing you in now.
Yeah, no, on that basis.
Welcome to the show, my brother. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show now. I think he is having technical problem. My brother Chooks, I'm going to bring you back. But before I bring you back, let me say this. There's something you said about this Hollywood celebrity. I am very, very disappointed in them. Just to move us forward. If you see their movie acting about Igbos, either they act about criminality, they're acting about ritualists, they're acting about stealing, they're acting of a brother killing a brother, poisoning a brother. These are the things they display about the Igbos. Does it mean that they don't know the impression or the image they are passing out there? You know, before the Igbos we are acting like when Osofia was there, Osofia used to speak Igbo, you know, to promote our language. All of a sudden, everything dies up. Yoruba now took the Nollywood industry. So, my brother, thank you. I'm going to bring you in again. And Mohican is having technical issue. Maybe when he resolve it and bring it in. And for those who are saying that they have not seen Chook Survivor on social media, this name appearing here is his YouTube channel. If you go to YouTube, type Chook Survivor, it will bring you to his channel. He makes videos every day, every blessed day. He makes live video. He makes Biafran videos. So if you want to hear more of his talk, you can go there and watch him. My brother Chooks, I'm going to bring you in. People are enjoying your discussion. Mohican, you are having technical problem. Before you call in again, make sure that you are well prepared and your environment is not noisy so that people can hear you. Okay, he's back. Let me try him one more time. Hello, my brother. Welcome to the show. Can you hear me? Are you calling from Nigeria? Because I know it's in Nigeria this type of thing will happen. Have what is the name of this?
Actually, Nigerian network.
Or MTN. Have MTN taken their network? My brother, we cannot hear you. I'm sorry. This is what we are talking about. If it is in a civilized world now, your internet will be stable. Nothing will interrupt you as long as you are paying. You have your full internet. But you see, they will collect money with you, and they will do you. So, my brother, I'm sorry. I'm going to bring back Chook Survivor. Chook Survivor, thank you so much for always showing up in this program because what you say. So, I'm going to bring you back, my brother Chook Survivor. Moika, maybe you check your internet or you write to Glow or tell them to give you back your money that the service you paid for. Yeah, our brother Chooks, people are enjoying your show. Can you continue? But I want you to throw more light on the way forward. You have talked about celebrity going to Abuja to collect money, and I want you to talk about more the way forward. Do you think that people they brought Nnamdi KANU to court to come on so that they will have their election? You know, I was thinking maybe they should release him before their election. Believe me, if they did release him after the election and the election takes place successfully, that one will be a history. What do you think? What do you think that made them to bring Nnamdi KANU? Were they afraid of IPOB threats? What do you think? We want to hear your say because people are enjoying your conversation.
Yeah, thank you, my sister. In the issue of Nnamdi KANU coming to court, Nnamdi KANU was brought to court because of the effort of the Biafrans. Because of the effort of the Biafrans were the people that made them to bring Nnamdi KANU to court. And the major role, the major thing that shifted the hand of the Janjaweed was the sit at home. The sit at home that was being held in Biafra land, that Monday sit at home that was being held by people put in place by themselves. That sit at home did the magic. That sit at home put the governors in the southeast on their toe. All the politicians in the southeast, they were on their toe. And they were forced to make the move, to make the request, and make sure our SH0CKING was brought to court. So the plus has to go to the Biafrans. It doesn't go to the politicians or anybody. It was because of the tenacity of the Biafrans, because of the strength of the Biafrans. That was why it was brought to court. Left for the Janjaweed, they are not ready to bring him. Remember the interview that was granted to our lawyer, Ifeanyi Ejiofor? They told Ifeanyi Ejiofor that they are not ready to bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will never see the sun again. That was what they told Ifeanyi Ejiofor. And I have to also applaud the lawyers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the legal team headed by Ifeanyi Ejiofor. Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor, we have to continue to pray for him. Every Biafran has to continue to pray for him. Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor and his legal team are doing a great job. They are doing a wonderful job. And if you listen to the world press conference they gave before that very appearance of the court, that very press conference did a lot of magic. It did a lot of magic. That was the day their hand was torn. After talking about the sit at home that changed the whole narrative, that very broadcast that he made, that very interview that he granted, he changed a lot of things. On that day, that was when he revealed that the Janjaweed already have said that our student Nnamdi Kanu will never see the sun again. And you can see, SH0CKING is stronger than them, and Biafrans are standing tall. We have win again. That is another winning for the Biafrans. They said he's not going to see the sun. He has seen the sun. He has seen the sun. They can't stop him. And remember, before that day, Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor came to warn them and tell them that they have no option than to bring Nnamdi Kanu to court. And he warned them of harassment. He warned them seriously of harassment. That was why you saw on that day of court, there was no much incidents like the way it was the very first day he was supposed to be in court. The very first day, there were more incidents than this very one that happened last. This very one, there were some caution. They did not misbehave. Not that they didn't misbehave, they misbehaved. Some people were arrested, but not as much as it was in the first time. This time, they were mindful and they were hiding from themselves. That's to show you that Biafrans are standing tall. And to let you know that the Biafrans are not smiling, IPOB is doing what they're supposed to do. Every member of IPOB, they are doing what they are supposed to do. More especially our mothers. Our mothers in the United States. Give kudos to the mothers. If you have not started following them, go and follow their platform and hear from them and support them the best way you can. The mothers in the United States are fighting tooth and nail to see that Nnamdi Kanu comes out. You can see the lawyer, REVELATI0N, who came there from United States. That lawyer was there. He was in the court to see Nnamdi Kanu and witness what was going on. But initially, you know, people were saying all manner of things. Some people who even claim to be Biafrans. Some people who claim to be Biafran, we are saying, last time that REVELATI0N visited Nigeria, that he doesn't have any right to go into the court, that he will not be there to hear the case of Nnamdi Kanu, who brought him. He doesn't have any effect. But this time around, he was there. He was in the court. He witnessed everything that happened. That is the way to go. He is the eyes of the United States and the eyes of the world. And everything that happens, he saw it with his own very eyes. Even if he didn't speak inside the court, he's going to speak to the world. And the United Nations will hear. So when you are hearing about the case of Nnamdi Kanu, Biafrans are on top of the game. You see these politicians, the only way we can move their hands is by standing tall. Nnamdi Kanu has given us the key. The only key that Nnamdi Kanu gives to us, consistency and truth. There is no other thing else. If you are truthful and you are consistent, people will follow you and people will obey you. Biafrans will follow you, Biafrans will obey you. But if you are not truthful and you are not consistent, you will lose the support of the Biafrans. That is automatic. It doesn't matter the position you occupy. It doesn't matter the title you give yourself. It doesn't matter how educated you are. It doesn't matter whom you claim to be. It doesn't matter how you are, how close you are to Nnamdi Kanu. If you are not truthful and you are not consistent, you are going to lose the battle in the face of the Biafrans. They will never support you. And the only way we can win the battle, as we are already winning, is to remain consistent. You see the seat at home? For me, if you see the seat at home, we have to tighten it more. Those people who have not joined yet, the one day sit at home that people are doing on their own, if you have not joined, this is the time for you to join. People who have not joined, this is the time for you to join willingly on your own. Nobody is forcing anybody. Nobody is forcing anybody. For the people who need freedom, the Biafrans who need freedom, they know what to do. And this is the time they have to play their part. Including our brothers and sisters in the coastal region. This is the time they have to join. Because the person we are fighting for is now. We can now see him. That he is still standing tall. Remember what he told us? He will never betray us. It is we that will betray him. Are you going to allow what he said to come to pass? We know that everything that our Nnamdi and the KANU have said have always come to pass. But this particular one, I pray that Chukwu Okike will not allow it to come to pass. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said he will not betray us, but we will be the one to betray him. If you are a Biafran, if you are a freedom fighter, and you are sincerely asking for freedom, please do not betray our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He has given everything he has, gave his life, gave his family, gave parents, gave his career, everything, gave it up for you. And yet, giving up just that Monday sit at home for him is not too much. It's not too much. It's too small. It's too small of a thing to give. And every other seat at home that will be called. Remember, the DOS have just said that there will be a seat at home that is going to start very soon. That very seat at home that the DOS is calling for, we will all participate in full force. We will all participate in full force. Begin to prepare yourself for the seat at home. Begin to prepare anything that is going to be done in that contract called Nigeria to turn the hand of the Janjaweed, to turn the hand of the politician, to put them on high speed. That is what the way to go. And if you think that bringing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to court, that is the end of the story, you are just joking. The journey have just started. The journey of the struggle has just started. What we are asking for, it is not just bringing him to court. We have confirmed that he's alive, but what we are asking for is the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because he has not committed any offense. For you to know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has not committed an offense, go and check all the charges they brought against him. They added 2 charges to the old charges they brought against him. The 5 charges they brought in the past, the 5 charges, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu defeated them in the 5 charges. That is why they were so shameful. They were so shameful and so scared. They could not be able to wait for him to come to court and give them shame. They sent soldiers to go and kill him in his house. That was the only reason. The reason why they sent soldiers to go and kill him in his house was because they lost the case. The 5 charges, they lost the case. That means that case, that 5 charges are dead on arrival. They are already dead. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have defeated them on those 5 charges. Then let's talk about the other 2 charges. The 2 new charges they brought. One of the charges is the one they said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu insulted Buhari. How is insulting Buhari going to make you to go and kidnap somebody from Kenya and a foreigner kidnap a British citizen from Kenya and send him to Nigeria through extraordinary rendition, damning all consequence, knowing fully well that this is against international law, just because he insulted Buhari? And if you say Buhari is not a pedophile, come and defend it. If you say Buhari is not a terrorist, why not defend it? If you say Buhari is not stupid, why not defend it? Why do you have to go to the extent of kidnapping him where he has gone for his own legitimate work? Why? That is to show you that they have no case against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And the other charge they brought against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, calling him a terrorist, that he's running a terrorist organization. How can IPOB be a terrorist organization when IPOB have branches all over the world, including the world powers, including the UK, US, Germany, and then all the countries you can talk of? IPOB are registered there. They are registered there. How can such kind of organization be a terrorist organization? Who in his right senses will call such organization a terrorist organization? IPOB have members, they have doctors, they have engineers, They have people who are in offices in different countries. They have politicians who are politicians in America, politicians in Germany, politicians in Finland, politicians in UK. They are members of IPOB and they are respected. How can you call such an organization a terrorist organization? Only in Nigeria, where the Janjaweed runs the show. You see, the case is there. And if they were serious of accusing Nnamdi Kanu of insulting Buhari, if they are serious of accusing Nnamdi Kanu of insulting Buhari, how many of you have asked yourself this question? Why is it that they did not include in those charges that Nnamdi Kanu said that Buhari is dead? Nnamdi Kanu saying that Buhari is dead is supposed to be the greatest charge they will present before the court. But are you not surprised that in all the 7 count charges, there is no place they mention that Nnamdi Kanu said that Muhammadu Buhari is dead? That is another way to vindicate our student Nnamdi Kanu, that the person in Asorok is not Buhari. Buhari is dead. He is dead. Just as Nnamdi Kanu said, he is dead. That is why they cannot be bold enough to charge him about that. Because if they say that Muhammadu Buhari is alive, facing our student Nnamdi Kanu face to face in court, they will come and prove it. And for the fact that they don't have any proof to present to us the late Muhammadu Buhari, the person who is there is an imposter. They were so scared they could not be able to mention that in the case of Nnamdi Kanu. After seeing all this, still yet, some people who call themselves intellectuals, some people who call themselves celebrities, some people who call themselves elders in Igbo land, some people who call themselves elders in southern part of Nigeria, some people who call themselves one Nigerianist. After seeing all these things, they cannot still wake up to know that an imposter is running a show for the Fulanis in Asorok. An imposter running the show in Asorok, and everybody is going about their business as if nothing happened. That is why Nnamdi Kanu said, when he begin to talk, Nnamdi Kanu don't spare anybody. It doesn't matter if you are his brother, his sister, or you are his closest, he doesn't spare you. That is why when he begin to talk about the black race, he tell you that black people are so backward because of their wickedness, that even when they see the truth staring at their face, they will deny the truth. When they see the truth staring at their face, they will deny it to be the truth. It is so sad. It is so sad. That is how bad it is. When you see the truth, they will look away. Look at the people who are supposed to be standing up as Nnamdi Kanu. They couldn't stand up. But a British man, that is to show you the difference between a white man and a black man. A British man was protesting for Nnamdi Kanu in London. You saw the video online. A British man came out protesting on behalf of Nnamdi Kanu in London, calling out their own governments all over Africa. How many activists have come out to speak up for Nnamdi Kanu? How many? All over Africa, how many activists have come out to speak up for him? In Nigeria, how many activists have come out to stand? Apart from Showore, it is only Showore that come out to stand for Nnamdi Kanu and speak boldly, even in court. Except Showore, who again? That is how damaged the country is. But we cannot continue in this path. We cannot continue in this path. The Nnamdi Kanu have laid a foundation that we must all follow. Anybody that wants to be freed from the debt that is coming in that country called Nigeria, because it is coming, the debt is coming. It doesn't matter the game you are playing. Sometimes we try to paint the information, trying not to say it the way it is, but it's obvious that the debt is coming. And the only way to set yourself free from the debt is to follow the strategy that our Nnamdi Kanu have given us to be alive. What is that strategy to be alive? Support the ESN. Support the ESN with all your strength, with all your might. Anything you have, support the ESN. Support them with all your strength and all your power. They are only force we have to back us up. They are the only force and the only way for us to go. Support them the best way you can. And anybody that is standing for what is right, asking for the freedom of Nnamdi Kanu, support that very person. That is the way to go. Speak up for what is right. Do not allow people to talk you down. And let me tell you, we have seen our Nnamdi Kanu, and the man I saw in court has not changed from what he is. The man I saw in court have not changed from who he is. If somebody wake up tomorrow and begin to tell you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not say, we know what he can say and what he will not say. You see, that is why I encourage people to join the 150 days prayer that we have been doing. So many people are not partaking in that prayer. So many people are not partaking in the prayer. Even people who claim to be members of IPOB, they are not partaking in the prayer. That is the way you can be able to know what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have in mind, what Chukwu Okike Abiama have in mind for us and the way to go. That is where you can be able to design when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is speaking and when he's not speaking. Many propaganda are going to come. They have shown us Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in court. Many other propaganda are going to come. Very soon you're going to be hearing more propaganda. They will tell you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said this and he did not say this and he said that. We know what the man we saw in court can say. He has not changed. And one of the things he has always said is that there will be no election in Biafra land. There will be no election in Biafra land. It doesn't matter the game they are playing. There will be no election in Biafra land, starting from Anambra State. The Anambra election can never hold. We are not talking of a boycott of election. There will be no election in Anambra State. If you are talking about putting somebody, they have been putting whom they want. They have been appointing people. But for them to force us to go and endorse that criminality, we will not endorse it anymore. There will be an election in Biafra land. And if they want to change the narrative, the only man who can tell us something contrary is our student Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot tell us to vote for election while he is still in prison. Never. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot tell us to go and vote for Anambra election from DSS. Never. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot tell us to vote for election from prison. Never. The only place Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be and begin to discuss with us on where to vote or not is in Afara Igbo. Only when we see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu outside in Afara Igbo, free, unconditionally, we can now sit and begin to talk with him and begin to decide the way forward. But if anybody bring a propaganda tomorrow and said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said we'll go and vote, that is a pure lie. We'll begin to tell them that before they begin to plan that evil. You saw in the court appearance of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you saw Ifeanyi Ubah. Ifeanyi Ubah, who is representing the Janjaweed, was bold enough to come before the Biafrans, where the issue of the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being discussed. He came there and he got the disgrace of his life. Ifeanyi Ubah got the disgrace of his life. He came to advertise himself at Abuja High Court. Ifeanyi Ubah came to advertise himself in Abuja High Court. He didn't come for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He didn't come for the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. These people are a bunch of criminals and evil men. Remember, these governors and so-called politicians, they came out and tell us that they're going to form a committee. That is where they started. That will form a committee that will go and make sure they discuss about the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Since they formed that committee, we have never heard that they went to get a paper to go and see our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in DSS. We have never heard that they have gone to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or speak about issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The only thing we hear was that Ifeanyi Ubah single-handedly went to court. We saw him on video where he was advertising himself, that he went to court to go and obtain a paper to go and see our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in DSS. If Ifeanyi Ubah can be able to get a paper to see our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in DSS, why can't the governors in the Southeast and the politicians unite together and get a paper to go and see him and discuss whatever they want to discuss? Why is it that it's Ifeanyi Ubah that will be able to do it? We know where they are going. APC is making their campaign with Ifeanyi Ubah. APC is using another Hopus of the Mma in Anambra State. Let them go ahead. But he got the shock of his life. Biafra has spoken. There will be no election in Anambra State. No election. It doesn't matter how they plan it. It doesn't matter. And for the sake of those who want to commit suicide, they should go ahead. For the sake of the Biafrans that have chosen to commit suicide, we will try to save them. But if they choose otherwise, who are we? You cannot force somebody to be alive if somebody decides to kill himself or herself. The only way to stay alive is to stay away in Anambra State. Anything that has to do with a political party, any emblem or symbol that represents a political party, if they dash you their car, give it back to them. They give you their motorbike, Do not drive it. They rent a house for you, painted in their color. Do not be there. They come to your shop. Go away from that shop. Do not attend their meeting. If they invite you to be one of the electoral commission or whatever, do not participate in anything that has to do, even to be a driver, to convey materials of the election to election ground. Do not participate, because the same people that are calling you will kill you. The same people will take your life in order to demonize IPOB. That is what they have been doing. That is what they have been doing. They will take you out in order to demonize IPOB. Already they have their unknown gunmen, which is the DSS that they are using. And since we have said there is no election, no more election in Anambra State, you can see what they are doing. They are using their DSS in the name of unknown government, killing innocent people, innocent Biafrans. And the people who they are killing are those Biafrans who have exposed themselves to them. That is why we are saying stay away from election. Because they will use you. You that is calling what Nigeria, they are going to take you out in order to demonize IPOB and the Biafrans. They will take you out. They will take you out. They will do it. That is why we are asking for you to be alive. If you want to stay alive, try as much as possible to stay away from anything that has to do with the election. That's the way to go. That is the only way you can survive and stay alive. There will be no election. You can see the killing that happened at Njaba. You heard about the traditional rulers that were killed at Njaba. This is one of those things we are saying. If you do not speak up when you are supposed to speak up, at the end of the day, the Janjaweed will use you as an example. If you don't speak up, when you see Nnamdi Kanu shouting and crying, you think it's about him and his family. You think it's about him and his group alone. It is not about him and his group. Already, the government of Nigeria has proscribed every single human being living in the southeastern region. When I say southeastern region, I mean the southeast and the present south-south. All the people in the old southeastern region. The government of Nigeria has proscribed every living being in that section of the country. They prescribe us. You think when they say proscription, you think the proscription is just for the family members of IPOB. IPOB is the indigenous people of Biafra. And anybody who is the old Eastern region, if you are from the old Southeastern region, it doesn't matter your religion, it doesn't matter your tribe, it doesn't matter your color, it doesn't matter what you believe in, it doesn't matter your status, it doesn't matter how rich you are. You are a member of IPOB. You are an indigenous person of Biafra. And they have prescribed us. That is why you have to fight along with your brothers. See those elders. The elders, maybe they have decided to go on their own separate ways. Maybe if you investigate very well, you find out they are not fighting for their own people. You might end up to find out that they are not standing up for their own people. They might be one of the people who are saying, let us be in Nigeria, let us be in Nigeria, let us be in Nigeria. And at the end of the day, it is still that same Nigeria that they are calling upon that will send people to go and kill them. Now they say unknown gunmen kill those elders in Njaba. Unknown gunmen. Every time something happens in Nigeria, it is only in Southern region, it's always unknown gunmen. Unknown gunmen. Unknown gunmen with the whole amount of security that was pushed in Southern region. How is it that these people remain unknown up to today? They remain unknown up to today. And the only known one we have seen, the only one that was seen, is a member of DSS. The only unknown gunman that was unveiled is a member of DSS. You saw it. It was on video. Everybody saw it. The shot person. The only one unknown gunman that was seen, that was confirmed, is a member of DSS. And each time they tell you they kill somebody, they say unknown gunman. And still, you don't put your mind on that section. You are still thinking about IPOB, ESN, and whatnot. May Chukwu have mercy on you. Anybody that wants to survive in the old Southeastern region, any Biafran that wants to survive, you have to support the ESN and support the IPOB movement. That is the only way to go. That is the only way we can survive. That is the only way we can be alive. And the fight is not just against the Biafrans. The Oduduwans are facing the same problem. Oduduwa is facing the same problem. They are killing Oduduwa people as I speak today. Many people are dying. Already, some Oduduwa people are refugees in Benin Republic. Oduduwa people are refugees in Benin Republic. Those people that Sunday go were fighting for. And up to today, nobody is talking about it. Now they are focusing on their election. Nobody is talking about it. The only reason why we don't have refugee we don't have refugee in Biafra land is because we have the ESN. We have the ESN. They are working 24 hours, even with all the challenges and all trials, fighting against on different fronts. The ESN is fighting against the Bebus. They call it Bubago. ESN is fighting against them. ESN is fighting against their Fulani herdsmen. ESN is fighting against their Boko Haram in uniform. ESN is fighting against every force that have sent against us. ESN is still fighting against the saboteurs in Biafra land. It is not an easy job. And these are a group of volunteers, people who have volunteered themselves. You are not paying them. How much are you going to pay somebody to risk his or her own life? We are not paying them. People volunteered on their own. Millions of people volunteered on their own, defending their land. And instead of supporting them, they are demonizing them. And ESN is the fear of the Janjaweed. The fear of Janjaweed, that is why they are trying by all means possible to cause confusion in IPOB, cause confusion among the leadership of IPOB, and cause confusion everywhere. But we will not be distracted. If you are a true Biafran, don't allow yourself to be distracted. It doesn't matter what you hear. It doesn't matter what we are united in this fight. The only direction and the only focus is freedom. Freedom of Nnamdi KANU is the freedom of Biafra. So each time you are asking for the freedom of Nnamdi KANU, you are asking for the freedom of Biafra. And we must have to continue to ask. If you have not joined, this is the time to ask more than ever. If you have not started, start now. Share the video if you have not shared. Share this video to all platforms. Let people hear our voice and know the true situation of things. The conventional media cannot stand for you. They can't stand for me. They will not stand for the Southwest. They can't stand for Southeast. They are standing for the Janjaweed. And the fight is against every indigenous tribe in the continental called Nigeria. Every indigenous tribe. It doesn't matter your religion. It doesn't matter whatever it is. And this is not a fight about religion. Because we have some Muslims in the southern part of Nigeria. We have Muslims in the southern part of Nigeria who have been oppressed. In southern part of Nigeria, the Muslims will have they intermarry. They intermarry with Christians. You have them in families. You go to some families, you have Muslims, you have Christians. You have traditional religion people in families in the southern part of Nigeria. But in the life of the core north, in the Janjaweed, it is not so. For the Janjaweed, it is either you are their own kind of religion, their own kind of Islam, their own type of Islam. That is the one they are preaching, not the one we know. Their own type, forcing people on what they do not bargain for. Making sure that they take away our land by all means possible. They take away everything that represents us. But we will not allow them. If you are a true Biafran and you are sincerely fighting for freedom, you have to continue to fight. Speak up more than ever. If you have not started speaking, please begin to speak up. Use your own platform, no matter how small your platform is, no matter how big, continue to speak up. If you cannot speak, share the video. Share the video. That is a role you can play. Don't tell me there's nothing you can do. There are a lot of things you can do. There are a lot of things you can do. Our brothers and sisters in that Janjaweed, in that contraption called Nigeria, they are doing a very great work and they do their part, and we have to applaud them. Sometimes when you see them online, they don't speak out boldly, or when you see them, you sing as if they are denying Biafra. They are not denying, but the challenges are so much. Challenges are so much. There are a lot of things they have to look at before they do what they want to do. And where they are playing their role is in the sit at home. On the sit at home, you can see they are doing wonderfully well. So if you have anybody in the contraption called Nigeria that is participating on that sit at home, Monday sit at home, please support them. Support them the best way you can. And the sit at home that is coming, prepare to support everybody that you know in that contraption called Nigeria to join the sit at home. Thank you, Biafrans. We will continue to struggle. We will continue to fight. No matter what happens, we will never give up. Every Biafran has to stand tall. We will never give up. Let us continue. We move. We must continue. If you have any question, put it down. Our sister, Linda, will continue to guide us and direct us on the path to go, and also give us the opportunity to hear our opinion. If anybody wants to come in, add your opinion and speak your own voice, add your voice. We all have something to say. Nobody knows it all. We have all ideas, and we can share ideas and get to the real root of the problem. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you, my brother. Don't go yet, because myself, I have a question to ask you. you know, when they bring out the charges against Nnamdi KANU, they didn't. I was expecting to hear. I was very anxious to hear when they will say that Nnamdi KANU is saying that Buhari is dead, but I didn't hear. What I heard is that he is insulting Nnamdi KANU. What do you think that made them? What do you think that made them not to add that one? In fact, that is my greatest thing. I was thinking that that is their number one charges, that they will say, huh, this man is saying that our president is dead. Let him come and tell us when and where our president. I did hear something like that. And another thing, today I watch on news that Ifan Yoba, just like you said, Ifan Yoba is receiving award of lawyer. I don't know. Do you know the university he graduated from, or did he buy that one? Do you have an idea of this one? Please, can you throw more light?
My sister, in the issue of the charges of Buhari being dead or not being dead, it is now confirmed. It is now confirmed that Buhari is dead. For people who didn't believe before, they will begin to believe now that Buhari is dead. Because if Buhari is alive, that is the easiest charge they have against Nnamdi Kanu. That is the easiest charge they will bring against him, to jail him or to persecute him or do anything they want to do to him. That is the easiest charge, the easiest way. And when I knew even before now that Nnamdi Kanu is not joking when he said that Buhari is dead, that the person that is there is an imposter. Nnamdi Kanu, remember, he gave them a challenge. There was one of his brokers where he said that that was when Dele Momodu interviewed Nnamdi Kanu. When Dele Momodu interviewed Nnamdi Kanu, Nnamdi Kanu told Dele Momodu that if Nigeria can prove to him that the person in Aso-Rock is Muhammadu Buhari, that he will drop the struggle of Biafra. That if they can prove to him that the person in Aso-Rock is Buhari, he will stop the Biafra agitation. So is that not an easy move? That is an easy way for them. Okay, now that they have him in their custody, why not just simply prove to him that this is Buhari? Then Biafra ends. That is the end of the whole story. All of us will go back. All of us will go back to Nigeria and begin to, if they want us to die and put our hand on the ground and begin to walk with our leg, we do that. So, but why is it that they are not saying about it? They are not speaking about it. That shows you that our son Nnamdi Kanu have been correct all this while. He has been correct. The man is dead. And for the person who is going to parade certificate of a lawyer and whatever, we know what the kind of certificate they have in Nigeria. Everybody can obtain certificate in Nigeria. You see many of them who call themselves doctor, lawyers, and whatever. They always buy their certificates, including Buhari. Buhari, one day Buhari will be a doctor. Buhari will also, this late Buhari or the imposter in Aso-Rock will be a doctor, be an engineer or whatever. We know what their certificate is. Their certificate in that contract called Nigeria is just like a tissue paper. That is why after graduating in Nigeria, you will still come out, go to another country. That is where you test yourself if you have really graduated or not. After graduating in Nigeria with all your youth service and whatever, when you come out of Nigeria, cross the border, even Ghana, go to Ghana, they will not even employ you. You have to start afresh again. Go to Ghana, you have to start afresh again. They will not even give you any chance. That is to show you that everything that they are doing in that country is. These are more reasons why. These are the things you'll be looking at. These are the things you'll be looking at. You'll be asking for the breakup of that contraction because it can never work. And why it will never work is because the level they are going, the standard they are running in Nigeria can never make something work. These people who are running Nigeria, the caliphates, they are the group of people who don't want to develop themselves. They don't want to develop themselves and they will never want you to develop. They don't have any plan to develop themselves and they don't want you to develop. Look at the person, the late Buhari. The late Buhari, after he resigned, after they overthrew him as a military president, after he overthrew him, he never went back to school one day to go and improve himself. He never go back to school. He never write any book, not even one. Buhari has not written any book. The cow he has in his farm, 50, remains 50. After he was even up to, he remained 50. Maybe now they have bought more. There has not been any changes. And these are the people who are running affairs in the country called Nigeria. How do you expect somebody abroad to respect your certificate where your president doesn't have a WAEC result? He doesn't have WAEC result, and you claim to be a professor serving under somebody who doesn't have a WAEC result, and you expect a professor in the United States or a professor in UK to respect you. How can? That is why each time you carry your certificate to abroad, any other place, they will try to re-examine your brain to know actually if that thing you claim that you read is really in your brain. Because you cannot be educated in your brain and you'll be running the system. You belong to the system where an illiterate will be running a government. This is the shame the contraption called Nigeria is bringing to every single Nigeria. Those people who are calling themselves one Nigeria, the shame is on all of us, not only the Biafrans, who the Oduduwans, the Middle Belters, everybody. This is the kind of shame they are bringing to us. Look at the video that they are spreading around. The video we saw about the custom officer who was given 3-star. A custom officer that was given 3-star. Do you know what it is to be a 3-star? Do you know what it is to have 3-star as a custom? 3-star. Somebody who was a terrorist in the bush, who we saw him where he was holding his gun, standing side by side with the governor. The bargain and negotiation they gave him to stop his banditry was to make him a 3-star. Make him a 3-star, a custom officer. A 3-star custom officer, you saw when he was saluting, he couldn't even know how to salute. He don't know his left and right. He can't even speak English. A 3-star in Nigeria. And this is a Nigeria where you have people who claim to be graduates, where you have graduates who have read book front and back. You go to church, you see people who read Bible front and back. Some of them read their constitution front and back. You see them walking in the street. There will be no job for them. But when you come to Janjaweed, you will see somebody in the bush who doesn't know his left and right, having 3-star in the custom. How will somebody in his right senses still be calling himself or be trying to be in that kind of a country? And you see people who are talking about equality. You can never ever get equality in the country called Nigeria. It can never happen. That is why they are deceiving themselves. Obasanjo will come and tell you he is talking for a Nigeria that will be equality. This one will come and tell you we want a Nigeria that will be equality. But you will know there will never be any equality because inequality is in the constitution of Nigeria. Inequality is in the constitution of Nigeria. You might ask me how and where. Nigeria is practicing a quota system. In a quota system of Nigeria, a Northerner doesn't have to be a graduate for him to be in university. He doesn't have to pass the exam to be in university. A Northerner doesn't have to be a graduate. He doesn't have to pass common entrance to be a governor. He doesn't have to pass common entrance to be a president for the North because of the quota system. In quota system, people from the southern part of Nigeria, the southwest and the southeast, the Oduduwa and Biafrans, they will be denied their education because of quota system. Because of a quota system, an educated boy, a young man, an educated child, a very brainy child in the south will not be allowed to have admission in the university because they are making space for an illiterate in the north. Because they want an illiterate in the north to be accommodated, they will make sure that somebody who is in the southern part of Nigeria, who is very educated, is not being allowed to be in the government. Is not being allowed to have what do they call it? Have admission in the university. You will see many people in the southern part of Nigeria who pass their JAMB. They pass their JAMB with excess. They pass JAMB, pass more than was supposed to pass. Pass their common entrance. Yes, they fail them because they want to make space for people in the north to come in. They make space for people in the north to come in. How do you think that kind of a country can survive? How do you think such kind of a country can ever survive? How? That is why you will see somebody who they call their Attorney General of the Federation. When you see him speaking, you begin to ask yourself, from which planet is this man coming from? Attorney General of the Federation, you will see him. You'll be wondering, how did this man get to that position? When you see the kind of way he's trying to, the kind of points he's bringing out, the kind of argument he's making, you'll be wondering, from which planet did he come from? Look at their CGN. They are not talking about the CGN again. They remove Onohe. Onohe, who spent his time and life learning about law. Onohe spent his time and life learning about law, served in law. The first thing Buhari did was to remove Onohe. He removed Onohe, the CGN, the person who was supposed to be the CGN of Nigeria. He removed him, and Nigerians went about their business. Because Onohe is not from the southwest, because Onohe is not an Igbo man, maybe because Onohe is not a Yoruba man, Onohe is not an Ijo man, maybe because Onohe is not from so country, people went about their business, they forget about it. They removed the legitimate person. Then they went and brought to us a Sharia judge, somebody who is a Sharia judge. Tanko technicality. Tanko. They go and bring Tanko that I don't know whether if that I don't even know where the man went to his own school. They went and made him CGM, and Nigeria couldn't protest. They couldn't say anything. They continue as business as usual. Business as usual. Everybody is going about their businesses. You see, every day, every now and again, when you wake up and you open your social media network, you will always see the reason why you will ask for the breakup of the contraction called Nigeria. Every day you wake up, you look sincerely, if you're a sincere person, unless you are a fraudster. Unless you are a fraudster, because Nigeria benefits the fraudster and fraudulent people. They are the only people that are joining Nigeria, the fraudster and the fraudulent people. The people they call their founding fathers. The reason why they can never stand for what is right and speak up for their people. The Oduduwans will not fight for Oduduwa, the Biafran will not fight for them. The only why they are standing is because they are protecting their loops. They are part of the problem. You don't expect a mother to go to fight for Biafra when a mother has stolen every money that was given to him on behalf of Biafra. He has stolen them. Are you expecting Tinubu to fight for Oduduwa Republic when Tinubu has stolen Lagos State dry? How can they ever fight for their own section? But the only people who are fighting for what is right are the ordinary people, sincere people, led by our Supreme Leader Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu has given the only answer to the question, the only single answer to the question, but people are dodging it. They are dodging it. They are dodging it, saying all manner of things. They are dodging it. The only simple answer, break it up. When you see people who are asking for a breakup, who are asking for self-determination is allowed in the Constitution of Nigeria. It's within their self-determination. But tell me, why is it that they are jailing people because they ask for self-determination? Why? That is the only solution to the problem of Nigeria. People have to go their separate ways and run their own affairs the way they want it. You have to break it up. Break it up to save life. Break it up to have good economy. Break it up to have improvement. Break it up to have people who can be able to stand for a nation that they call their own. That is the only way to go. There is no other way. There is no other shortcut. There is no other way. The only answer is a breakup. And anybody who is saying anything apart from breakup is just pretending. Some of them out of fear. Some of them out of fear. They are pretending they can't speak up to talk about the breakup in the open. But when you discuss with them privately, they will tell you, oh boy, that breakup seems to be the only answer. They know it. They breathe it. But yet they deny it. Then the only man that is standing boldly to say what is right, they are holding him today in captivity. The voice of freedom is in captivity. And people are going about their various businesses as if nothing is happening. Something is happening. You can see Nnamdi Kanu when he appeared in the court in white. He is still as white as snow. That white he appeared in represents a lot of things. When you see Nnamdi Kanu appear in white that day, he represents a lot of things. It's not just a white tracksuit. Nnamdi Kanu remains as white as snow. That is what it shows. He remains as white as snow, and they have no charges against him. They have nothing against him. He is innocent. All we are asking for is the unconditional release of Nnamdi Kanu. After that, we go for referendum. There can be no negotiation in DSS. There can be no negotiation in prison. Before anybody can think of having any negotiation with Nnamdi Kanu, he must be outside. In Afara Igwe, he must be in his palace, his father's palace. which is his palace now. He must be there. From there, he can speak to us. Then we can move forward from there. That is the only way to go. That is the only way to go. They can begin to pretend from today to tomorrow. They can begin to say all manner of things and do whatever they want to do. The only way to go and the only thing to do is to continue to speak up for that which is right. And you, that you are a Biafran, if you have not joined the struggle, please. We are not even begging. It's not the time to say please, because if you don't join, you will pay with your life. Don't need to beg you. Why should we beg you to go save yourself? We don't have to beg you to save themselves. You want freedom, I need freedom. Not everybody needs freedom. Nobody can tell me that he doesn't need freedom. But the only difference is that people are asking for the freedom on different ways. People have different ways of asking for their freedom. For those of us who have embraced that very way that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have created for us, which is the only way that is real. Every other thing you are seeing there is counterfeit. Every other way you are seeing is counterfeit. You can see some people, some of them who came out and begin to tell us there are some groups that are talking about bringing down constitution. I don't like mentioning names. They come, they talk about bringing down constitution. How can you bring down constitution? How? How do you want to bring down constitution? This person who is telling you that he wants to bring down constitution is still following the same method of the Janjaweed. The same method placed in that very constitution. That is the method he's following. And he's telling you that he wants to bring down the constitution. It is that same constitution that divided the southeastern region and begin to pieces out, cut us into pieces. And the people who tell you that they want to bring that constitution are still coming in pieces. Instead of coming as a family, they are coming in pieces. Still calling themselves names. Some say they are lower Niger, some say they are higher Niger, some say they are Niger Delta, some say they are this. The only man that is using the right language, the only man that is using the right language is our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu use the right language. We have to return to whom we are before. Who are we? Who were we before the British came? Biafra has been existing before Britain came. We have been Biafrans. Everybody in the old Southeastern region, we are one, we are brothers. In the whole old Southeastern region, we are one. It doesn't matter your religion. You might be a traditional religion, you might be a Muslim, you might be whatever. We are one in the old Southeastern region. We are all one. There is no difference among us. We are one. We are one family. Our culture is one. We behave one. Even our facial appearance, when you look at us, we are one. The way we behave. Our food is even one. The same food we eat. That is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will go as extent of telling you that everybody in the southeastern region, old southern, they are all Igbos. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will tell you that we are all Igbos. It doesn't matter different dialects. Even the Jaws, the Yorubas, the people the Efik, we are all Igbos. And if you are doubting that you are Igbo, why not you use the Google that you have with you? Your Google is very dear with you. Go and ask, who are the close relatives of these people? All the people in the old Southeastern region. Go and Google it and check their relatives. Check their relative. All the people you have in the old Southeastern, go and check their relative. They have only one relative. One common thing brought it together, Igbos. So when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that we are all Igbos, some people get offended. They say, no, how can you want to dominate us? That is not dominating. It doesn't take away your tribe. It doesn't take away your dialect. It doesn't take away whom you are. He is just trying to tell you that we are one people. We are one people. It's just like in a family. In a family, when you go to a family, you go into a family have a family name. Each family have a family name. There are some strong family names, like when you have Okonkwo or Okori or whatever. That family name, as the family is expanding and growing, you will see the men getting married. When men get married, sometimes you see their own children bearing their own name directly. That you bear your own father's name directly doesn't mean that you are not part of the family anymore. It doesn't make you not to be part of the family. You still have to know where you come from. When there is a family meeting, you will still be there. That is what transpired in the old Southeastern region. We are one people, regardless the dialect you speak, regardless whom you are. That is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu tell us that there is no minority in Biafra land. Nothing like minority. When you say this one is minority, there is no minority in Biafra land. We are all the same people. if you are from Delta, or you are from Ijo, you are from Efigo, you are from whatever, so long you are in Biafra land, we have no minority, we are one people. The earlier you begin to believe that and see that, the better for you. And the only way forward is for us to begin to ask for the unconditional release of Nnamdi Kanu. We want him out. Nobody can stop that. No man born of a woman can stop the freedom, because Chukwu Okike appointed him. We did not appoint Nnamdi. It is not you that appointed him. I did not appoint him. He didn't appoint himself. Chukwu Okike gave him that mantle and sent him forth to go and fight this battle. And nothing will happen to him until he accomplishes the mission. That is why, even before we saw him last, I knew that Nnamdi Kanu is alive and well. And I told you, some people who are watching my videos can see it in my video. I always say it, that Nnamdi Kanu will come out stronger than ever. He will come out stronger than ever. Go and check the picture that came out. He's smiling. He is stronger than ever. The people are still jealous. They are still scared of him. Even though they are holding him captive, they are still scared of him. Even though they are holding him, they are still scared of him. Did you see the convoy that brought him to the court? The convoy that brought Nnamdi Kanu to court cannot follow even their so-called imposter Buhari. He doesn't have that kind of convoy. He doesn't have that kind of convoy. You see the escort that followed him into the court? Buhari didn't have that kind of escort that followed him into the court. They are still scared of him. Did you see the smile from his face? You saw the smile that came from his face. Chukwu Okike is very much alive with him. Nobody, no man born of a woman can stop us in Nnamdi Kanu. We must continue. And Biafra is the destination. Biafra is here already. If you have not started celebrating, start celebrating. Start celebrating. While you are celebrating, do not lose focus. We must continue. Sit at home as much as you can. Anything that will bring freedom, continue to participate in us. We must be free. There's no cause for alarm. Don't be scared. We are stronger than the giant will. And we are more than that came to us, and will surely overcome. Thank you, Biafrans. Let's continue to fight as much as we can. Add your opinion. Share the video to all platforms. If you are not shared, please share the video. Use your own platform. You can do it. I can do it. We have a role to play. If you cannot speak, you can share. Share. Let us continue to share and continue to have opinion. Thank you, everybody. Add your opinion and ask your question.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much. Don't go. I still have many questions. Many people are enjoying your interaction. But if you are just tuning in now and you have not subscribed, I'm seeing 317 people watching, but I have only 60 something likes. Ndị Igbo, una ga-adịcha stingy and everything. Just click on the like button, share this video, subscribe.
You have to like the video so that other people can watch it. You like the video.
Eba ka ngosi unu. Eba ihe anọ. Ihe wo like pia ka ebe ahụ. Yes, pia ka ebe ahụ. Ebe subscription button, subscribe ọ ga-ewepụ ego nọ na phone gị. Ndị Igbo nyere n'onwe n'aka. Share this video. So, if you want to call in to contribute or to ask Mr. Chuk's question is here. If you want to get Mr. Chuk fully, his channel's name is there. So if you want to call in, I have been dropping the link here. Since you can click on that link, come here, ask question. If you don't want to comment, you can type your question. I will help you to read it out. So Mr. Chuk, there is some question somebody asked. The person said that that Nnamdi Kanu have experienced a lot of betrayals, and now they are putting a series of pressure on him. Remember the other day I made a video about how they asked him to sign a document. He said he's not going to sign. He still stands on Biafran referendum. Now they said they are pushing him. They are bringing a lot of pressures. The person said that seeing what he has passed through, how he has been betrayed by people he trusts, that he is afraid that Nnamdi Kanu will succumb to their pressure. Do you believe or do you see this coming? Do you believe that? Myself, I didn't believe that Nnamdi Kanu. And one thing again I want to see, did you see the day he enters court? Did you see the security? Do you see the entourage? Do you see I said, this man is a great man. Even Buhari, when Buhari came to Imo State, nobody see him. So, my brother, do you see any possibility? I am not seeing. I have not seen, and I will not see. And you yourself talking, it seems you are a prophet, because I could remember when they kidnapped him newly, I was afraid. Every time if I write to you your comment section, I will say I'm afraid. It seems they have killed Nnamdi Kanu. The lawyers are not telling you. You are telling me continuously that he is hurt and heard that nothing will happen to him. So that is why I'm asking you now. I don't know if you are a prophet. Do you see any possibility of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu agreeing, signing to betray Biafra?
Well, thank you, my sister. The person that asked that question is not a good student of
I have a caller here, Ejiofor. Welcome. Please let my brother.
The person that asked that question is not a good student of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is why the person is asking that question. You see, that is why every time I tell people to go and watch old record of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, any of his video that you can lay your hand upon, continue to play it. Don't say it's an old video. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu doesn't have an old video. Every of his videos are new every morning. In his past broadcasts, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has made it very, very clear that he is not going to be the one to betray us, but we will be the one to betray him. We will be the one to betray him. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have suffered something that is worse than what you are seeing now, but yet he never denied Biafra. The Mazi Nnamdi Kanu you saw, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been held captive. They beat him up. Women urinated on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They poured urine on him. Urinated on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to make him deny Biafra. He did not denounce Biafra. And when you see him talking about is either Biafra or death, he is not joking. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not playing. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not playing. He's not joking. This is a man who has given it all. And for you, if you are still doubting, let me tell you the reason why I am proud, the reason why I'm proud to be a Biafran.
Mr. Ejiofor is here. Mr. Ejiofor is here. Let him speak. I can see he is in the train. Let him speak. Sorry for interrupting you. Please just stay on the background. I'm not going to remove you. Mr. Ejiofor is here. I can see either he's going to work or coming back. Let me give him the opportunity to speak. So, Mr. Ejiofor, the floor is yours. You are welcome to the program. How are you doing?
How have Biafra?
How have Biafra?
I greet every one of you.
Welcome.
My sister Linda, I appreciate your effort and all what you've been. I'm one of your followers anyway. And my brother also, I'm one of your followers.
Thank you very much.
I myself, I don't normally follow. Okay, I don't normally interrupt when people are broadcasting. As you can see, I'm on my way. I am calling from Amsterdam, from Netherlands. And I'm on my way. I'm on my way going to Amsterdam to meet a group of Biafrans for a get together anyway. I happen to switch in because I've been listening to what you people are saying, discussing, as regarding the appearance of our able leader last 2 days ago. Hearing on people jubilating that we're able to see him in the courts. But there is one thing I want to point out here, because it's not listening to broadcasters or people who are bringing their programs. It's also to pick some points, some important points, knowing what is going on in that issue. Because bringing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu at the court, I don't think it is because of they really want people to see him being alive or so.
Yeah.
Is that the Fulanis, the Janjaweed, are playing game which they really what is happening? To calm everybody down. But please, what I want to ask you people that have the opportunity to speak on a platform or to own a platform is also to urge some of our brothers and sisters who are also broadcasters to also use their platform wisely. Because this morning, I happened to see a program by Nnamdi Oba, living in Turkey. What we really need is unity, and call a spade. Because some of us, I don't know how to just put it. Sometimes it pisses me off when I'm listening to some certain people trying to divide the Biafrans using their platform to segregate division. You know, I'm also a follower of Simon Ekpa. I remember when Nnamdi KANU, our able leader outside, his comments regarding Simon Ekpa. So please, I don't have too much to say because, as you can see, I'm on my way going somewhere in order not to miss my destination, to pass my end point. It's a pity that I was not able to join this thing when I was at home. But Linda, I want to plead to you also. This live interaction, I really love that. It can give somebody who have been listening or following you guys to air his or her own view. And my brother also, it's also that I don't used to see you having a live interaction, but your program is one of the best because it's very meaningful, it's very, very educative. You are the person that hit the nail at the head. But what else I'm trying to point here is that let us not be carried away. Bringing in Nnamdi KANU, our leader in the court, is not because of the pressure that the IPOB or the Biafrans mount on the Janjaweed. It is also a strategy to confuse people. Then people who don't really understand will now go and relax.
That's right.
Because of that Anambra State election, they need it more than anything. So I want us to be preaching any possibility that will make it possible that election not to hold. Let anybody not relent. And everybody who is just making this program should try now to start thinking on the strategy that the Fulanis are using. Not shouting on the social media, or not quarreling or attacking each other. I think there's one thing that our able leader said that Ekeloleke means myself, I don't have that opportunity to be coming out on the social media or on a platform, but I know the area. I can play my own part, listen to people, pick up some points, and share it with important people. Even like I'm just going to Amsterdam right now, you can see a lot of our brothers and sisters over there roaming about, just searching, looking for their own pockets. They don't even care what is going on in Biafra land. A lot of people are dying. Let us focus and pick up some points, know where these people are going to. Bringing Nnamdi KANU at the court is not that they want us to believe that he's still alive, but they just want to calm down the pressure so that they'll be able to have that their way. Please, I want to use this opportunity to plead to every one of you that have this opportunity. Be resilient and focused, and try to also encourage our brothers and sisters who are trying to segregate. Because making a comment on people have been bought, or this person is not a real Biafran. Because the comment that Mazi Onyemaechi Oba was commenting that Simon Ekpa came to hijack IPOB or Biafra struggle. That is also some issue that you people will be ailing. Please, I'm getting to my point, and I don't think that I'm in the public now. I think I'll be with you guys again when I just get to my destination. Please keep the good job, and let everybody know that bringing in Nnamdi Kanu at the court is not to um, because of the pressure. It's because they just want to calm us down. They just want to let the pressure. Let us just relax. I thank you all, and I'll be with you again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother, for joining in. Thank you for your interaction. Thank you for your contribution. Of course, everybody is aware. I'm very, very much aware that the reason why they bring him to court is just to calm us so that they will allow election. And I'm telling everybody out there listening or watching this video that if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not released, if they didn't free him, as soon as they finish their election, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's story of coming out will be what the Dutch call Geschichte, that is history. So whatever that election, if you look at Ifeanyi Ubah, you will know that he is very, very desperate about this election. So what we can do now is they should free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, set a Biafran referendum date, then everybody will go their way. But if we allow this opportunity, if the election goes successfully, my dear brother, my dear sister, forget it. Somebody is saying, why can't you speak to us in Igbo language? Remember, Biafra is not just for the Igbos. There are a lot of people, Hausa, Yorubas, our brothers from the coastal region, they are watching this program. And if I speak Igbo and they accuse me of discriminating their rights, so you don't expect me to speak only Igbo, because Igbos are not only the Biafrans. That is why I am speaking English. Even the English itself don't agree enter, but we are managing it and you are understanding what I'm saying. So, Mr. Chooks, you heard what he said. I am very, very much aware. I cannot be deceived. I know that they bring him to court to calm us down so that they will say, hey, you people have seen him, he's okay. They will go and keep him there. They will continue to postpone it. I watched one of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's brother. Now that one, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Chooks, I don't know if you watch him. He said that he said it clearly, categorically, that the people supporting or sponsoring this violence in the southeast is Nigeria, is Igbo politicians, Igbo leaders, and that they are working so hard to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu didn't come out, because they know that Mazi Nnamdi, if he comes out, their evil plan have shattered. So for anybody to tell you we are working, just like Mr. Chuk said before, there was a time they said they have set up organization that will be looking into Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. Since then, have you heard anything? These are the ways to deceive us. But if you can deceive yourself, me, I cannot deceive myself. And Mr. Ejiofor mentioned another thing. He said that a lot of people are using social media to attack themselves. I don't want to go into that matter, because I am not the one that created their platform. They create it, whatever you want to do. If you truly want to, I think anybody who is serious should be concentrated. You shouldn't allow anything to distract you. If we come together, obey DOS. Obey DOS. A lot of people are saying that DOS are not working. I respect Mazi Chika Edoziem. That man is very humble and intelligent. If you look at him, he is not the type of person that makes noise. He doesn't talk too much. He believes in action rather than speaking. So DOS, they are trying their best, but the problem is that they don't come out to show you everything. Remember Barrister Ejiofor, when they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu newly, he always come online to talk about everything until he discovered that coming online is, leaking information. He re-strategized and people started attacking him. You are not telling us how our leader is doing. You should go to DS custody, snap him. I was like, these people, have they forgotten that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in Nigeria? How can you, when you go there, they don't allow you to go in with anything? How do you expect him to snap? When it was time for him to do that, he did it. So DOS, they are doing their job, and the people that are coming on social media to fight, to accuse this person, accuse the other person, why not channel that your energy in this struggle? Why not tell the people the things that is going, and what we need now is the way forward. The Nigerian government and these people, they are doing their own. They are mapping out every strategy to make sure that they do their election. What are we Biafrans doing? Is it to come online and start? If you don't attack Simon Ekpa, you attack DOS, you attack this person, why not channel it, tell the people? That's why there's one man, one boy I like, Nsema Media, is from Cross River. If you're on Facebook, or go and watch his program. I always use his program in my channel. I use the program of people that are making sense in my channel.
You are talking of Nsema.
Talking sense, I will present your video here. That Nsema. If you are in Facebook, I am not in Facebook. Yes, Nsema from Cross River. That guy is very, very wonderful. You can never hear him talk nonsense in his platform. Always, he was the first person that made a video on the reason why they bring Nnamdi KANU to court. So these are the type of people that you listen to. So Mr. Chuks, and people like your speech. Maybe before you conclude, you tell them how they can find you. You are here now, speak to yourself. Tell them what you do in your channel, how they can get you on Facebook, when you do your program. Wow, I have another caller here. Mr. Chuks, can you permit me to bring this person in? Should I?
Oh,
I hope I'm not wasting your time.
It's okay.
Okay, we'll have Biafra Rising TV. Biafra Rising TV. I also watch your program on Facebook. It seems I have used your videos for once. Please, anybody that I'm using their program in my show, make I no try come give me copyright claim. I'm advertising you and your work. So, Biafra Rising TV, welcome to the show. I am bringing you in now. Welcome, my brother. How are you doing? Can you unmute yourself? Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. It's showing me here that you are muted. Yes, you are good now.
Okay. Good afternoon, my sister Linda. I think I'm coming out clear, abi? I'm on mute.
Welcome.
Okay, good afternoon, my brother. Welcome. Okay, you were here last week. Right?
Okay. Oga Chuks, I greet you.
Welcome, sir.
The other one, mother.
Welcome, sir.
Ada Biafra, Ekenenge. Thank you very much. Yeah. I was with you last week because we need to support one another. We need to support each other.
Welcome, sir.
Yeah, because you are doing a great job. So time to time, whenever I have time, I will try to hook up with you so that we can be able to interact and to educate our people, because you are doing a great job with my brother Shooks. So we need to be putting things right, and because what is happening in our land, at least most of us have been seeing what is going on. Nobody can tell us that what is happening today, that we're not seeing what is happening. Everybody have seen what is happening, and some people are not even trying to do something. So many of our people are still sleeping. I think it's high time for us to start knocking on their door. Who refuse to open door, we need to force the door open to bring them. If they don't want to open their eye, we'll pour them water for them to open their eye, because they need to wake up. Because most of our people are not, they're not serious at all. So we must do the needful in order for our people to come out. So I just came in and then I heard the issue that we are discussing, and I feel like coming in to at least to ask one or two questions. I know that our brother Shooks is up to the task. You are up to that, so you are handling all the questions very, very perfect, and I think I commend you for that. You are doing a great job. Maybe later I will find time to get in touch with you. That we can interact one-on-one as brothers, and Linda as well. I will get in touch with you as well, because I look on my million or so I look on now almost very important. Very important.
Yeah.
I think what happened at Abuja last week on Thursday, at least the world have seen what happened, and everybody have seen what happened. I just have a question there to ask you, my brother Shooks, before I will say something. First, let me just give you one or two questions first. Then you clear the questions before I can be able to comment on some issues. My question is this: number one, what happened at the court, at the High Court Abuja? Do you think that our elders, our leaders, will learn something from there? What happened at the Abuja High Court? Do you think that our leaders, our people, our senators, our so-called governors, they're going to learn something from what happened at Abuja on Thursday? That is number one. And number two is this: do you believe in autopilot in this struggle? Autopilot. That is the second question. Then the third question is this: Nnamdi election. Why do you think that our people should comply to sit at home, not to participate in that election? This is the third question. So, George, I would like you to throw more light on it before I can come in again to make some contribution.
Okay, thank you very much, my brother. Welcome. So, your question, let me go. The first one, I think, the issue of maybe if our people have learned lesson from what happened, our senators and elders, if they have learned lesson. Well, I wish they have learned lesson, but as usual, they will never learn. Our people, the people we have as senators, leaders, and what, they will never ever learn. Something that is worse than this have happened before now. So they didn't learn. Why all of a sudden you think they can learn now? They will never learn. You saw what happened there. It has been happening from onset. It's still happening. Even as I speak to you, it's still happening. What happened in Abuja? A lot of things happened. And the most one that happened that was exposed was the way they treated the so-called elders. The way the government of the Janjaweed treated the people who are supposed to be representing this so-called Nnamdi. When we call them so-called, we are calling them so-called because of the way they behave. Nnamdi is supposed to be a respected organization that stands for the Igbo people and the plight of the Igbos, but they will never learn. And they will never learn. They will never learn. They are not standing for us. They are not speaking for us. Even the Janjaweed don't have respect for them. That is most thing that happened that very day. You saw it play out. They don't have respect for the so-called Nnamdi, whom we are fighting for. We are even fighting. This fight Mazen Nnamdi is fighting is to win respect for them. The struggle of Biafra is to gain respect for the elders. But instead of taking that advantage to win that respect, they throw it to the dust. They throw it to the dust. If these people were sensible, that is why I tell you that they would never learn. If they were supposed to learn, you know, before they sent Python dance to Asuda and the Kam, before the governors came together, the president came together and sent the Python dance, which even the traditional rulers were aware to go and kill Asuda and the Kam. They had a meeting with Asuda and the Kam. They had a meeting, and the detail of that meeting is not hidden. In that meeting, we are talking about the restructuring, that they are going for restructuring. They made it open that they want restructuring. That Mazen Nnamdi should drop the issue of self-determination and let them go for restructuring. That was what they told Mazen Nnamdi. And the response of Mazen Nnamdi respectfully for them, Mazen Nnamdi told them that he is not against them going for restructuring. Go ahead and go for your restructuring. But for me, I am believing on self-determination. And if you are going for restructuring, it is an advantage for you to hold self-determination in your pocket. Once you go with self-determination, if at the end of the day, they strike a balance and you get your restructuring, fine, we go on with it. That was an opportunity that they missed. You see, when you are going in a negotiation table, you have to go with something tangible. You don't go to a negotiation table with an empty hand. You don't go to ask for something from Janjaweed to just ask because you want to ask. Do you know why they cannot even be able to get the restructuring that we are asking for? It is because they are not standing with their people. The Oduduwans are not standing with the Oduduwa people, and the Biafrans are not standing with the Biafra people. If you go to the negotiation table with the issue of disintegration, the Janjaweed will beg you for restructuring. The Janjaweed will be on their knee begging for restructuring. And if at the end of the day, you decide to come down to restructuring, then your people will understand. But how can you go in a negotiation table with an empty hand? That was the opportunity they missed that time. Instead of negotiating, they throw away that very opportunity to the dust. They send the pattern down to go and kill as much as they can. Now look at the court you are talking about on the court day. Okwadike, of all people, a former governor, Okwadike, with an elder sent by Ohaneze Ndibo and a lawyer, a son, we are not allowed to be in the court to discuss the issue of their own son. Our supreme leader, Nnamdi KANU. They were given a seat outside. Okwadike said that he didn't want to go into the court. That they allowed him, but didn't want to go into the court because they refused the other two people with him to go with him. Well, that is an applause for him. I agree with him. That is the way to go. He is not supposed to step into that because a slap to those elders is a slap to Okwadike. Sending those elders out is sending out Okwadike. That is why Okwadike just made an example there that united we stand, but divided we fall. That move that Okwadike made is the move they are supposed to make alongside with their son, Nnamdi KANU. They were supposed to dance the same music with Nnamdi KANU from the onset, but they refused to do that. Today, you can see that the Janjaweed have seen them all. They have seen them and exposed them all, up to the extent of embarrassing our judges, our lawyers, our elders, our former senators, and whatever, embarrassing them in the court, in the presence of the whole world. They will never learn. They will never learn. They will never. It will be very difficult for them to turn around. They will never learn. That is why the struggle for Biafra is not frying akara. It's not a small thing. We are not fighting a small battle. We are fighting inside and outside. I wish they can learn. It is not too late, and it is not too late for them to wake up. If they wake up now, I think it is an applause. We will still embrace it. That is for the issue of whether they will learn or not. Then coming to the issue of autopilot, my brother, this autopilot of a language have caused a lot of problems. It has caused a lot of issues. It is because of this very language that there are so many divisions in the discussion of Biafra today. It is because of this very language that there are many people talking in different kind of tones. But autopilot, the way the person that mentioned it explained it and the way he talked about it, I support it 1,000% and I believe in it 101%. I believe in it. I believe in autopilot. And I support it. Listen, the way the person who introduced it explained it, there is one thing that our people fail to understand. Sometimes when you hear that somebody said something, you don't go and listen to the video of that very person and see the way the person narrated that story and the way he explained it. People just pick up a particular thing and begin to run away with it because somebody told them. Go and get a first-hand information of how autopilot came to existence, of how the person who introduced it used that language. The person that spoke about autopilot was our brother Simon Eber on one of his broadcasts. And the day he talked about that autopilot, he was not talking about the leadership of IPOB. He is not talking about disobedience. He is not talking about people disobeying each other. He's not talking about disobedience. He's not talking about looking down on IPOB leadership. That was not what he said on that very day. What he said on that very day, that was a program I watched live because I follow his program. What he was explaining on that very day about autopilot, he was saying that the way the struggle of Biafra is going after the kidnapping of Nnamdi KANU, that the struggle have gone to the extent that people on their own will begin to act. People on their own will begin to act and take actions to see that Biafra is actualized, to see that our Nnamdi Kanu is being released. It doesn't matter whether you talk to them or you don't talk to them. It doesn't matter whether you give them order or you don't give them order. That the struggle has got to the extent where people will begin to act willingly because of the zeal they have to actualize Biafra, because of the love they have for Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra, that people will begin to act to see that those things come to pass. That was what he said. Then he said that he prays that, and all of us should continue to pray for the leadership of IPOB, that God will give them wisdom to be able to manage what is about to come. That God will give them wisdom to be able to manage the autopilot as it's coming. That is how he explains the autopilot, the people, the willingness of people to act on their own to actualize Biafra. That thing, he was not talking about acting against leadership. He was not talking about disobedience. What he was talking about, the zeal that having awoken, that the spirit of Biafra has possessed every child and every human being living in Biafra land. It doesn't matter their position. It doesn't matter their belief. It doesn't matter where they belong. It doesn't matter their religion. Even people who are not members of IPOB, they have been possessed with the spirit of Biafra. And people will begin to act on their own to actualize Biafra. Then he said that we should pray for leadership of IPOB, and pray that the leadership should be able to manage the situation as it unfolds. And that is exactly what is happening today. That is exactly what is happening today. That autopilot that he spoke about. But the management of the situation has become so difficult that so many mistakes are being made, and people speak in a manner that are not supposed to speak. People speak in a manner that are not supposed to be speaking to their own brothers, to their own sisters, to their own mothers, to their own fathers. That is the mistake that many people have made. And that's it. From this autopilot, the question you ask now, I will go into what Nnamdi Kanu said. There was what Nnamdi Kanu said when he was talking about our brother Simon Ekpa. I think I was following Simon Ekpa even before Simon Ekpa joined IPOB. Even before Nnamdi Kanu introduced him to us, I was following him. Then the day Nnamdi Kanu spoke about him on his broadcast, the way he was broadcasting, Nnamdi Kanu made a very important statement that day, which people have failed to understand. Nnamdi Kanu said that Simon Ekpa is bringing a new dimension to the struggle of Biafra. Nnamdi Kanu saw that new dimension. He saw that new dimension. What did he do? He did not quench that new dimension. He embraced the new dimension. Nnamdi Kanu welcomed the new dimension and embraced it. When Nnamdi Kanu embraced the new dimension, he polished it and introduced that new dimension into the Biafran struggle. But today, some people are very scared of that new dimension. Some people are so scared about that new dimension that they are doing everything possible to see that that new dimension doesn't function. If you want to talk about it, let me give you one example of the new dimension that people have forgotten. When the struggle of IPOB started, so many of us, we are not speaking. So many of us, we are not even in the struggle. So many of us, we are not even talking. The struggle of IPOB was about cursing, insulting. People call it insulting. Once you say anything against SH0CKING KANU or you say anything against about IPOB, you see insult, attack from all corners. People insult you, abuse. That was the level it was. That it wasn't. People might say that it wasn't okay, but that was the level the struggle was at that time. And it was that very insult and attack that brought IPOB to the level they are now. IPOB now have matured and grown above insult, above gossip, above propaganda. IPOB have grown above that level. The level IPOB now is a constructing level of giving reason why you do what you do, giving fact and figures why you do what you do. That is the level IPOB is now. But some people are still remaining on that old level, on that level of insulting each other, or that level of embarrassing each other, on that level of talking of things that are irrelevant. Some people are still on that level. They don't want to grow. They don't want to embrace the new dimension. The new dimension that our Nnamdi Kanu himself embraced and introduced, that we should follow. We should follow and listen to. It is so sad. In the same thing, that message of autopilot, some people have now misinterpreted the issue of misinterpreted and let it push it to the extent of meaning disobedient. It is not disobedient. That is not autopilot. It doesn't mean disobedient. It doesn't mean problem. It doesn't mean causing confusion. That is not what it means. But that is the propaganda people are pushing, telling people autopilot that somebody said you should disobey DOS, you should disobey the leadership. No, nobody said that, and nobody have done it. And even the person they are saying that is saying that is promoting the leadership of IPOB. Everything that they bring forward, he pursues it and makes sure it moves forward. I will tell all Biafrans, every single Biafran, wherever you are, the target for you and I is freedom. You want freedom. I want freedom. Nnamdi Kanu is in prison today, not because of himself. Nnamdi Kanu is in prison, not because of himself, not because he was in captivity, not because he's looking for money, not because he's not educated, not because he's looking for influence. He is not looking for influence because Nnamdi Kanu, you know, is a prince. Nnamdi Kanu, with his standard level of prince, he's a prince. With his priesthood level, he can be as popular as he wants. So it is not popularity. It's not about himself. He's fighting about you and I. So we have to focus. The only focus for you and I is freedom of everybody. Freedom of Biafra. That is the only destination. And as it stands now, the only thing that guarantees the freedom of Biafra is the freedom of our Nnamdi Kanu. That is, should be on the front banner. Anybody saying anything apart from the freedom of Nnamdi Kanu outside is wasting time. That is the only thing that matters. I believe I have addressed the question. What is the next question? I think you asked 3 questions, right?
Mr. Chooks, thank you. Yeah, Mr. Chooks, thank you very much for the question. We are running out of time. This is family time. I'm supposed to be ending the program now. I have spent more than 2 hours here. So this is time to attend to my family. So whatever we are saying now, let it be brief. Mr. Chooks, can you introduce Biafran Rising TV? Next Saturday, I will also be here. I believe by then you will come early and ask your question. Mr. Chooks, I want you to introduce yourself to the viewers. Many people here, from what I'm reading in the comments, they like your program, they like what you are talking about. Can you tell them how they can locate you, how they can watch your program? Before you do that, if it is your first time of coming across this platform, you are welcome. Please subscribe, share this video, give it a thumbs up. I have a t-shirt there that is by merchandise. You can also buy it. If you are abroad, it's nothing. It costs you 20-something euro or dollar. Doesn't cost you anything. But those in Nigeria, don't worry, I will give you if you need. But those abroad, just buy the distance to support me. And also in this live show, you will see something like ash. That's it. If you want to support this program, this is not the money for DOS or anything. This is Linda's TV show. If you click on that, you can support me with anything. So thank you so much. Biafra Rising, can you summarize so that Chook Survivor can summarize? I want to go and attend to my families. Thank you.
Thank you, my sister. You try.
Okay. Thank you very much, my sister.
So thank you so
Thank
much.
you very much.
Biafra Rising, can you summarize?
Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, my sister Linda. And thank you, Mr. Chooks. You have cleared the questions, and you give a very good analysis to the questions. And I think our people should learn from the answers that you gave to the question that I just asked. It's very, very, very important, because the reason why I put these questions, I know why I put these questions forward, because I want our people to learn something from this, from what just happened and what is still happening, because it's not yet over, because more is still coming, more attack, more abuses is still coming. Our elders in our Biafra land, all the leaders, they have seen what is happening. At least Ifan Yoba can testify, because the kind of treatment he got from there, he never believed it at all, because he came from Biafra land. And some other people like Okwadika and other people, they will go back home and deliver the message. They will go and tell the people that send them, this is what we got from there. So another thing is my advice, my final word is that this I will advise our brothers to be more focused. To be more focused. Only let's forget about all this fighting or not fighting. Because we have a very strong and very solid task ahead of us. Our focus should be how to bring our leader out, how to actualize our dream, not to be fighting one another, either DOS or not. DOS is the government of Biafra for now. They are in command. Nobody can go against them. But what I'm advising is this: both our brothers from DOS and our brothers from the media, Samonepa and other of our brothers, we should try to unite together, because it's more better for us to unite and work as a team to face our enemies instead of us to be fighting ourselves. We are not enemies to ourselves, and we should not be enemy to ourselves. If we leave the enemy outside and be fighting the enemy in, fighting ourselves, it's not going to do us any good. It's better for us to focus in our enemies outside. When we defeat the enemy outside, then we'll come back home, we'll settle our differences. It happens everywhere. But for us to be focused, we should forget about names calling this one name, calling that one name. Okay, for example, now our DOS, he made the broadcast yesterday and he said so many good things. You understand me? So he's talking about raising funds, region by region, raising funds for ESM. It's a welcome development. And our sisters and those ones in America as well, those ones have been doing the same thing, raising the same fund for the same ESN. So, but for them to this side to be coming to this side, attacking the other side, why should you raise money? Why should you do this one? Those things is not advisable for now. We should forget all this. We should stop fighting ourselves for now. Nnamdi KANU, anybody that has been following Nnamdi KANU, who is a good disciple of mine, Nnamdi KANU, we know how Nnamdi KANU used to work. He never go against anybody, any good freedom fighter. Even when I was looking at them, even as I talk about them, he always said it several times. If there is anything you know that you will do for Biafra to come tomorrow, go ahead and do it. We are in support of whatever you are going to do. We can never go against you. Anyway, we know that we can work for Biafra to come to them tomorrow. He's supported. Go ahead. He never fight anybody, never fight any group. Wazirika is there, Masob is there, there are people there, what is they call it, our brother from the other side, the Abadista, Zionists, they have been there too. So, but he never for one day attack any of them. He always say, come in, brothers, come in, bring your own idea, let us bring our own idea. This is IPOB, this is BM, this is Masob. So in order for us to work together. So for me, I will advise our brothers to put every of our differences by the side for now. And let us focus first and find a way forward, how to bring our leader out, how to actualize our dream to make sure that Biafra comes and the Anambra election. I want to use the opportunity to tell our people,
Thank you
as far as you are in Biafra land, there is not going to be Anambra election, and there is not going to be any election in Biafra land. Election can no longer be in the Biafra land. Anybody telling you that is going to conduct the election, tell the person is lying. If you are a father, if you are a mother, if you are a young boy, you are a young girl, go and tell your friends, tell your family members, stay away from the Anambra election, stay away from election in Biafra land. But if you know that you want to participate, before you participate, make sure that you already prepare your bag, because after the election, you must locate to the north. And if you make mistake, wanted to come out, make sure that you try to write your will before coming out, because I don't think that will come back alive. Because we're not joking. Biafrans worldwide, we're not joking. Men are not angry. Because our people have been seeing the killings and the raping and the other things happening in our land. It's getting worse. Look at what is happening in the north. Look at they don't persecute them. The leaders. All the terrorists in the north, they are operating without even attacking. So, thank you, my brother Chusa. Thank you, my sister Linda. So let me just leave it here. I pray by next week. I will have time next week. I will join you next week.
Oga will pursue me.
Thank you very much.
Next week we will continue. Yeah, next week definitely will continue. So, Mr. Chooks, please can you tell people about yourself before I end the show?
All hail Biafra. My fellow Biafrans, I appreciate everyone that have attended this program. God bless you. May Chukwu Okike continue to strengthen you. Please share the video to all platforms and prepare yourself for next Saturday. Next Saturday is going to be hot more than this one. Prepare your question. You can invite people who want to come and hear what we are saying. If you have anybody that is challenging or asking any question, bring that person to this program. Let the person ask his question. Not only Biafran, even people who are not Biafran, you can bring them in. Invite people from all corners, share the video and tell them every Saturday, same time, we will be here. Every Saturday. This remains our platform now where we'll be able to be saying our opinion, saying it the way it is without looking face. For me, I have my own channel, which is Chook Survivor. The name you are seeing here is my YouTube channel, Chook Survivor. I post my videos on daily basis. Sometimes I do my premiere on daily basis. But the issue of live program, for now, this is where I'm having my live program. This is where I have my prayer. Every Saturday, same time, every Saturday. Just prepare yourself, prepare your question, invite people, and prepare yourself. And I have a Facebook page, which is King David Exploit Expose. King David Exploit Expose. That is my Facebook page. I share some of my videos there also. So, most importantly, this channel you are seeing is also my channel. I am here at every time. More especially on the live programs, I'm always here on the live program. It's one of my channels. So, we are one family. The most important thing, please, Biafrans, it is not time for us to fight against each other. I really appreciate our mothers who are in the United States. They are doing a marvelous work. Our mothers in the United States are doing a great work. And please, for those of you who are talking down on our mothers in the United States, please, if you're one of those people, this is from that. Those women have given a lot. And these women are so dear to Nnamdi. They are so close to Nnamdi and so close to his heart. I see no reason why anybody should talk against them. And the DOS, in the instruction they are giving, we have to obey every instruction as we are going along. Whatever they are saying we should do, we will look at it, follow it with prayers, looking at it critically. I believe they are not going to say anything that's going to be against the struggle. If anybody says something that is against the struggle, of course, we Biafrans are smart. We know what is right and what is wrong. We will not follow. We will continue to do what is right. Stop fight. We don't fight each other. We have an enemy before us. Before Janjaweed. Every of your sword, every of your missile you have, reserve it for the Janjaweed. We don't have enough missile. We are looking for more missile. Don't waste your missile fighting your own brothers. Don't waste your missile fighting your fathers, your mothers. It's waste of time. Let us focus on that thing that is matter. The only thing that matters is our freedom. Freedom and nothing else. The freedom was and KANU. And for election, if you involve yourself in anything election in Biafra land, you are mapping yourself for death. So before you get involved, please try to reserve money for your burial, for your family. Because as soon as you get involved, your family will mourn you. Because the Janjaweed will kill you, not the IPOB. They will kill you because they want to frame up IPOB and ESN. That is why they want to kill you. They are doing it and they are saying it openly that they will kill anybody that gets involved. If you get yourself involved, those of us who are sitting at home and staying away, they can never see us. They will never see us. That is why we are saying it is all over. It is not yet over. Bringing our Nnamdi KANU have made us to be more stronger. This is the time for you to speak up more. For those who have not started speaking up, this is time to speak up. Let us add our voice and join. All hail Biafra. The destination is freedom. Thank you so much for watching. See you next Saturday.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my wonderful brother. I really appreciate you. You are talented. You are talented. You have heard what he said. If you want to watch more of his videos, go to Chook Survivor on YouTube. This is his platform. On Facebook, maybe I'm going to attach the link of the Facebook in this video. Thank you so much. Onye to vote na Ugausa.
Yes,
Onye to vote na Ugausa. Gị to vote iwọla onye Hausa. ịtọghana votu ugwu Hausa akpa gị ị ga-erewe kunikuni rewe kunikuni riwe kunikuni. So we are going to end this show today here. Please share, subscribe. If it is your first time, subscribe to this channel. It will not remove anything from you. I talked about a woman who lost the 4 children at the beginning of this video. If you still want to contribute, I made a video about her. Please look on that video. The account number is there. Help. Put yourself in the position of this woman. What if I am the one that lost my 4 children after eating food that is being contaminated with poison? How would I feel? When you think about it, maybe something will touch your mind to help the woman. Remain blessed. I love and cherish each and every one of you. After this program, I'm going to drop a video. You people will hear the speech of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu younger brother. Nna onye nke ahụ kpọrọ akpọ aka na-ekwugodo okwu Nnamdi Kanu. Onye nke ọ dị ka ọ ya ga-akakwa Mazi Nnamdi Kanu iko. So thank you so much. I will end it here. We will see ourselves again next week, Saturday, probably by 2 p.m. by the grace of God. Remain blessed. I love you all. Bye-bye. Ịtọ votu na ugwu Hausa. Ịtọ votu na ugwu Hausa. Ịtọ ha na votu iwọla onye aboki o. Ị ga-arewe kunikuni. Thank you, my wonderful people. I will end here. Subscribe, share, like. I have my t-shirts there, the merchandise, written Lindas TV show. If you are my fans, if you love me so much, that is the only way you can support me. If you go down the videos, you will see the merchandise, the t-shirt. If you are abroad, it costs you nothing, 20-something euro. You can afford it and you will wear it. You snap a picture with it, you show me, and I will be happy. Thank you so much, my lovely people. Next week, Saturday, by 2 p.m., we are going to be here. If you have any question that you want to ask, I have great people. In fact, more people are coming in next week to answer your question. Write it down. On next week, Saturday, you come in to ask the question, and there are many people here that will attend to you. And I still remain your own Linda's TV show that will never change. Remember, blessed. Bye-bye.